No. Yeah, you don't know the term trap? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is. I'm neither of those? Question mark. Yeah, brother. Hey, brother. Getting water stuck in my throat. Hey, brother. This is very true. I will eventually hear you sing. Even though you refuse to, woman. Alright, where's my thingamabob? I'm quiet? I don't think I'm quiet. No, I should be good. Why does everything keep muting itself? Aside from me. That's annoying. Oh well.
Your guess is as good as mine.
There we go. Okay. Everyone should be speakable now.
Everything's updating.
Cool.
Hello, talking.
Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of shifting fates. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination be free. Assuming everything is... Did it kill itself? The fuck?
What are you talking about?
No, it should be going. Did it die? What the fuck? Did my stream die?
It looks like it's still going on my end.
Yeah.
Alright, apparently my phone shit itself, huh?
What?
Not surprising. Have you actually charged it yet?
Yeah, it's at 54%.
That's surprising.
That'll last it like 7 hours, it's fine. Okay. Okay, so I am hearing you guys now, so that's good.
I just realized something. That's gonna be fun.
Nice. Alright. Yeah, it kept getting to like 33 seconds and then just stopping. Ooh, oh, I thought that was a chocolate thingy, not a clip. Damn you, Pocket.
What?
There's a specific kind of treat that's like a spiral, and it's like chocolate. My mother loves the damn things. I don't remember what the hell they're called. I barely ever saw them. Anyways, I thought Pocket was holding
some sort of roll, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Tootsie
it's like
Roll?
some kind of... No, it's not Tootsie Roll. It's
That's why I'm eating.
It's like a large. It's like a how should I say this? Essentially, it's like one of those large, soft cookies that normally has cream in the middle. It's kind of like Oreo, but not really. Except in this case, it's rolled.
Yeah, it's
like
a roll. Yeah, it's like a cinnamon roll, but like a long stick. It's like a stick cinnamon roll
Churro?
with chocolate.
Oh wait, churros don't have chocolate in them.
Yeah.
And this one, the bread basically is the chocolate, and then there's the
It's like a wafer
vanilla cream.
twist.
Yeah, almost like a wafer. But roll.
no idea what
Anyways,
you're
I
talking
thought
about.
that's what you were holding, not clothespin, and so it's like, hey.
Oh, it's like just a pocky. There we go.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Pocky, but like thicker. It's like a thick Pocky.
I'm pretty sure Pockies are straight up crunchy as well, but
Well,
Yeah. Alright, but
No idea what you're talking
hello
about.
ladies and gentlemen to the wonderful stream of Shifting Fates. Wally's not here with us at the moment because he's doing festival stuff with his family, but he'll be joining a little bit later. And trying to remember... Oh, right, okay, so I believe... shoot. Ah, okay. So I believe I should have us be focused on... I have like 12 things I'm keeping track of. There we go. In theory, that's working. Hey, that's working. Okay. So you guys should be able to see what everyone can see now.
Yep.
Should be good, Gucci. Cool. And then Bill is no longer what's the word?
let's just say that he just by default just follows us around.
Yeah. He's no longer invisible though, so a couple of things I'll be doing for him. Okay. So, I don't remember who... Oh, wait, we have a turn order, don't we?
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah.
Second...
Ah, here it is.
Yeah, there you go. So...
turn,
Oh, yeah,
says,
right,
right now
Mashruna
is
just
Mashruna.
beat the ever-living shit out of a ghoul, I think it was.
Obliterated.
Yeah, absolutely disintegrated the goddamn thing. There was nothing left of the creature. So, Ellie, it's your turn. We're going to be kind of using this map for a little bit, probably exploring, and then I'm probably going to move to a more theater of the mind kind of style, because I'm testing out play styles right now, and kind of seeing like how they work with you guys, and how you guys work with them. So we're gonna play around with it for a little bit and see what happens. So feel free to move as you wish.
About to say there's no mobs, so I guess I'm just gonna move.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
So, last you guys heard, there was a noise up here. And then there's miking it down here. And there's probably other stuff to the south that you guys haven't explored yet. You guys do have your torches on right now, making you guys a fairly large and noticeable thing. There's a corpse of a spider just absolutely decimated on the ground right there. And husks on the ground over here as well.
Are there any parts of the spider... Ollie, is there any parts of the spider you could use for stuff?
That's a good question.
That'd be
what
survival
sort of check
check.
would that be? Survival? Alright.
Yeah. You're basically harvesting the spider, so...
Are there any
I mean,
bones
parts
left,
of
or
it's
are
on
they
my
crushed?
pie pan, so...
Depends on his roll. Damn.
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, you can absolutely use the poison sac for various purposes. In terms of bones, roll me your own survival check, Pocket.
That's so much stuff on the screen. I'm gonna go. If it'll load, it's being super slow again. I don't know why it does this to me.
Why does it hate you?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just going to add to my inventory the spider's venom.
Jesus.
No, dang it.
Shockingly, while Ellie did absolutely bash the ever-loving existence, hi Melody, out of the spider, she specifically crushed its skull. And only its skull.
Wait, do spiders even have bones? Hold on.
I think
exoskeleton.
so. Yeah, they have exoskeletons.
Yeah, it's an exoskeleton. So yes and no.
So
But they don't have the right bones, but it doesn't matter. I'll
they
take whoever I can
have
get.
some kind of bones.
They have some kind of bones. I'll take it.
But yeah, so while she absolutely just McFucked the spider, she just basically is just a puddle where its head used to be, and the rest of its body is perfectly
Oh
fine.
my lord.
Yeah, she went to town on it. There's a mini crater where the puddle is puddling, where her pan just kind of sunk into.
Standing there, just trying to wipe my pan off all of its grime.
The fuck are you
Upset.
wiping it with? Your shirt?
It just wiped me off on my leg. Just okay. Or just actually, we're in a cave. There's likely moss. Just wipe it off
might
on
be.
the cave wall. There we go.
So since it's like, you know, a giant spider,
Giant wolf spider.
and I think I have like a bag full of bones already.
Uh-huh.
I want to eat it. Or eat part of it.
You know, sounds
Ollie
about right.
eats after Ollie collects.
So Ollie like walks up and he just kind of like shunk, and obviously poison sac that you're able to pull out
God.
of this creature.
Thank gosh for kitchen knife.
Yeah. You could also, no, there's no head, so you can't really get to its fangs. So yeah, pretty much just this poison sac. And then Mashruna, you see him carving this thing open.
And I'm like, wow, that's a snack.
Her mouth is drooling as she sees him just slowly carve the spider into
it's like that
bites,
meme
nearly
of like
bite-sized pieces.
it's like that meme where people are like cutting into like a steak and you just see like the steak piece like fall off, and you're just like, oh yeah. She's just staring at this spider as he's opening up, and she's just like, oh yeah.
I want to eat its legs like fucking chicken.
Alright, I can use that. Alright, I can use this as a potential weakener or for hostiles, or I could also have this as an ingredient for an antidote in the future. We'll have to see how things go as it comes.
Hmm?
What do you guys think? Anything you see? Any of interest?
As a matter of fact, so from where I am, where are you guys?
Level 2, right?
Can I move? Can I not move?
You should be able to.
Movement is set to combat turn. I can't move.
Oh, interesting.
That's frustrating.
Let me delete this encounter real quick.
There we go.
We're gonna have to re-roll that, aren't we?
Eventually. Ah, shit. Yeah, I probably should have kept track of it. Oh, well, that's fine. It's fine. We'll come back to that when we need it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So I
Alright,
saw Brown over.
From top to bottom, the order was Ellie, me, then Bill, and Mashruna.
Cool.
In that order, top to bottom.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so you walk over to this poor, destroyed fucking corpse.
And seeing Ollie just absolutely tear into it. I'm also going to absolutely tear into it. And, hold on. I got Tootsie Roll in my teeth. I'm gonna cut into it with the sword I have.
Oh.
That sounds unwieldy, but whatever you want.
Well, I saw you do it, so she's like, you know what?
I did it with a kitchen knife.
Well, it's a sharp blade.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
like, I'm mimicking him. Let's see. Your... God damn, I forgot your perception is so fucking high. We'll do... Oh, cool. As you're doing that, you do hear the voice in your head speak up again as it says, oh, God, oh, as you're just, like, cutting into it. So you just, every time it touches the body, you just hear, oh, why? That's a corpse. Why? Oh, oh.
Oh, you gave her a sentient blade, didn't you?
Kinda
Whether or not
sounds like
she
it.
realizes that. Fucking
And
cut
she
into
doesn't
his,
even care.
God,
And I'm just gonna absolutely go to town on, I don't know, what did I take? The legs? Other parts of the spider?
Honestly, with your stomach... you hear as you are now, I guess, grabbing its leg and just chomping into it like a watermelon. You just hear... I don't think I was made for this. Was I? Is this my life now?
And she's going to vigorously nod like she's actually being talked to by someone in front of her.
The next question is how much sentience does this thing have? Is it just like communicating telepathically with her, or is this one of the sentient weapons that actually can make sounds that other people can hear? Because that is... Because those are because there is actually a pretty big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're just eating the fuck out of this, and you audibly hear in your mind just sounds of unpleasantness. Just.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, sir, ma'am?
You have a healthy appetite, don't you?
Just couldn't nod again.
It's now going to go silent. To the rest of y'all, it just looked like she just started viciously nodding her head out of nowhere multiple times. Although she's also chewing on the leg of a spider, so... she could just be thoroughly enjoying her meal.
I just imagine Ollie's just like staring at just like with like a really concerned face, just like, I can't decide what would be worse. If I didn't get that poison, if I didn't get all the poison sacks out, or if she's actually talking to an imaginary friend or something. I don't know.
Do you
I mean,
think
in my
she's
defense,
hallucinating
she can't-
on the spider?
Oh, no.
I mean, in my defense, my character can't hear your weapon.
Yeah, she could
Yeah.
also be hallucinating from the magical mug she devoured.
That's
Dude, I'm
fair.
always tripping. I have like mushrooms inside of me. Come on.
She's having a fun time.
I guess it would be better to say I can't decide if I can't decide if I got all the poison out, and her response is leaving me with no and her response is leaving me with no indication.
Jump, 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 jump. Jump, jump, jump.
Yeah, I'm just chowing down.
So yeah, Ellie, you get a front row seat to her just viciously nodding at this spider corpse while she was eating its leg like KFC.
Ellie's just gonna just watch her, and it's like, okay. And turns to Ollie, and it's like, if you did leave any poison in there, it wouldn't even phase her since she has her mushrooms. It could strengthen her. She did eat a mug and crystals so far, and a bunch of bones. So, I mean, they gotta be nutrients somehow.
You got dirt on the
What
agenda.
leads you to
next.
believe? What leads you to believe that some sort of poison would make her stronger? Just like looking back between.
I mean,
two.
there's a chance. I don't know necromancers
What
and
doesn't
goblins.
kill you makes you
so-
stronger, probably.
Damn right.
If you survive it, you might survive it next time.
I'm gonna need to go and refill all my stock and see about getting her another of the lesser cure-all again, just to be certain later. Why did I burn? Why did I clog my? How did I wind up clogging in my potion? My second level potion spray already.
Alright. So where are you guys moving from here?
My boat's to the northwest, but that's above game.
Mhm.
What do you guys
And
think?
honestly, I'm just following Ellie until she decides to like do something while I'm eating the spider.
God.
God.
Just dragging a spider corpse behind you like a bucket of KFC while you
I got a feast.
God, that is the most horrifying thought in
I
my
need my
brain.
nutrients.
And then you have your creepy as half mushroom, half rock, fucking bone creature as just kind of standing at least 4 feet taller than you, hunkering over, like just towering over you, just like, ah.
Oh wait, he needs to eat too. I'm gonna offer him some spider.
Oh my gosh.
Do you tell him to eat?
I mean, sorry.
Oh, do I have to tell him to eat? He can't just eat on his own will.
It's not a sentient creature.
Oh,
It's a throw. You command it, it follows.
Oh, you meant the mushroom.
Yeah.
is very like insistently trying to hand it the spider, telling it to eat. Is that the same thing?
If it's your will, then yes.
Then yeah, he needs to eat too.
It just like moves like its hand is like partially mushroom and then it's like partially bone and then the rest of it is just a weird rock covering that's like looks like it's infested and it just like slowly reaches down, grabs it, and shoves it into its chest.
Aw. He's feasted. In his
It's not
own
just a
way.
piece of a spider leg sticking out of its chest.
A souvenir.
Just use it as a weapon later.
You're right.
You grab it and use him as a weapon.
I was expecting you to make a comment that's just like immediately after it does that, the detached leg just starts moving again or something like that. Just
Oh god.
came out its new appendage on the mushroom.
Please no.
Wiggle, wiggle.
I just keep attaching body
No
parts to it and they
wiggling.
come back to life. It becomes this abomination.
It's already an abomination.
More of an abomination.
Well, yeah, you still have the rest of the corpse you could throw on.
You're right, but I'm also eating it, so...
Exactly. Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, the leg is not moving yet. As it just stares at you mindlessly.
And I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna smile at him. Friend.
At this point, Ellie's just gonna keep keep looking at Ollie, and it's like, well, I think she's satisfied. We should probably pick up direction. Do you want to go where the sound was, or where the other mushroom is? Maybe she can make another friend.
I'm a little curious about what the sound was, but no, hang on, luck. That's gonna be another ghoul.
I mean, I could send my arrow ahead.
I mean, you're free to if that's what you want to do. But can you really see through it?
Ellie?
Uh-oh.
I won't be able to see per se, but if it hits anything, it'll make a noise. Or I could throw my torch ahead of me
And if
in the direction it hits.
And if the sound was made by the person we're trying to find?
I totally forgot we were trying to find someone.
I don't just want to launch an attack on a whim. That's probably going to make discussing the situation with the individual that we're looking for a little bit more, I want to say awkward, but that's a huge that's a huge understatement, but I think you get my point.
Wait, what kind of sound was it again?
I don't remember what I said last night, or last 2 weeks ago. I think I said it was just a noise. But you can roll perception. See if you can discern if there's any defining traits to this noise.
Sure, why not?
Don't forget, you can use your under normal circumstances. I believe you can use your passive even after your roll if your passive's higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't my passive perception like...
Your passive is 18, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, take passive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take passive.
So based on what you could tell, the sound was the sound of bones moving. There's also a few clicking noises far, far in the distance. You're not quite sure where they came from. To the best of your knowledge, the clicking noises are bouncing. You have a stupidly high passive perception. So you can really tell that things are just... It's a cave. Everything's bouncing off of everything else, so it's very hard. But in this direction specifically, it was the sound of bones moving. But there are a lot of clicking noises happening all around you. A very far distance away, I might add. The rest of them actually would not pick up at all.
And so they're constant then, the noises?
Pretty much. The bones are not, which is why you picked it up as you moved over. The clicking noises are fairly consistent. The other two have 11 passive, 14 11 passive, 14 passive, and 15 passive. So Ellie is vaguely hearing a clicking noise every now and again. With your 18 passive, you're hearing the clicking noises constantly. They mean nothing to you with your 7 intelligence, but 6 intelligence, but it's clicking.
But you did say bones.
Yeah, some bones from up north.
Into bones.
You're very used to the sounds of bones.
I hear
not
snacks.
quite the sounds of bones moving against one another, but you're very used to the sounds of McBones.
Exactly. So... I'm not gonna run head first, but I'm gonna, kind of start sauntering on over.
Mm-hmm.
But as I am, I'm gonna, stop, turn around, and walk back to Ellie and, tug on her arm or something. Point that direction.
Well, I think she wants us to go this way, so we're going this way, and I'll take lead.
Oh, suppose we don't exactly have any real indication as to where he's hiding down here, so sure.
Alright.
Credit does not. I simply allow the arrow key
Our
move.
best option is not to split
I
up.
think WASD
So...
moves the person, but I'm not sure if the arrows do.
WASD? Oh, it does.
Yeah. Apparently the arrows do too, but might just be
Arrows aren't working when I tried them. Oh, now they are. Weird.
Slight difficulties. As you guys are continuing moving forwards, let me do something real quick. I think I do that. Ooh. Maybe it's shift that does that on. Nope, that did not do it either. Huh.
We should probably drag Bill with us as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I would assume he's probably not going to be sitting there like T-posing in the
Right.
doorway.
That sounds like a Bill thing to do.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to make a roll that makes sense here. Which apparently it does not have proficiency with. So it's just going to be a normal d20. Cool. Only Mushruna notices this at first, which means the rest of you are surprised. How does surprise rules work again?
They get one full set of actions they can take against us.
Nice. Oh, that was supposed to be sneakertive, but oh well. Swarm of rats. Swarm.
Oh, friends.
Yeah, many friends. Namely by the amount of noises that you'll have made walking up this area. Swarm of rats, swarm of skeletal rats, and a swarm of spiders. Yeah, 100% Ellie would not have noticed. Only Mushruna would have. But
Oh, yay.
they are not really that
what I need.
close. Yeah. So
I mean, to be fair, I believe if it is also part of the mechanics that she could theoretically try and draw our attention to it preemptively to avoid the surprise round, but that would be if you
I did
had the
have a
time to do
torch.
that.
Mm-hmm. Can I do that? Apparently I can. Which one am I missing? Swarm of spiders. There we go. And then I believe y'all can add to your one too. Yes. I don't remember what your guys' rolls were. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. There you go. Nope.
Initiative.
Of course, since it's a surprise round, ignore my current position for this turn.
You should be able to right-click your character. On the bottom right should be toggle combat state.
Oh, I just hit C to open my character sheet and hit initiative at the top of the page there.
That works too. God damn. Okay.
He doesn't like spiders.
3. Yeah,
Oh.
you really don't like
Oh.
spiders.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't like spiders.
Do Bill as well. Alright, that makes sense. So the skeletal rats are going to hit Ellie. Nom 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 nom. Like to do a normal attack, please. Normal. AC is 17. That misses.
I was gonna say, she's like, I'm pretty sure monks are known for high
Oh yeah.
AC.
Yeah.
So that one misses.
Just no.
I'm pretty sure even if she had a neutral dexterity, it would still miss with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The rat tries to bite me, and I just jump to the side and go to stomp on it.
All right,
Dang, these things
all three of
doing a
these
dance.
swarms. So you walk up to this area, and as you do so, Mushruna like looks at the ground and sees the fucking rats that are just like popping up, and they rush forwards, and they're just like and they just fucking start chomping the crap out of Ellie's legs and shit, and they're really only biting her pants. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're not even getting close to actually injuring her. It's just she's currently looking down at like probably about 30 creatures just right below her. Just all of them just wandering and crawling all over her legs and shit. Mushruna, you're welcome to go.
Dancing,
Normally you would go
just
before, but yeah.
avoiding them.
try to put this in the best way possible.
You want chomp?
Yes, I'd like to try to eat them.
There is
Because
the
they're made out of
skeletal
bones.
rats here, so there's specific ones for bite. I think it's 1d20 plus your strength is a bite move. Is that what your shovel is?
I don't know.
Let's see. God, that's terrifying.
I'm
Alright,
not sure.
Sorry.
yeah, you're good. Yeah, you have a martial melee, so you would be using your strength on that, so just roll your great shovel and we'll flavor it as you biting the shit out of the skeletal rats.
Is it?
Yep, just deck. Considering you're a goblin, I'm just gonna say you're proficient with chomps. And that is, I believe, above its AC. Yeah, 100% above its AC. Roll the damage. 5. Wow.
Thought that was gonna be a 1.
I mean, A.
So
Managed to get, like,
you watch
like,
Mushruna walk forwards. Actually, no, you're only level. No, you're level 5. Oh, but you are a mage, so I don't think you get 2 attacks.
Unless she
Oh,
has
but what
a
about my
straight up-
dude?
Unless
Oh
she
yeah,
has a
your
straight
dude's
up-
behind you.
Right.
Yeah, my dude.
As your thrall, it means it takes its action immediately after you do.
Yeah. So you watch Mushruna as there's just like probably 30-some creatures, spiders and rats just crawling all around your legs. You just see Mushruna walk forwards, grab like 2 of them, and just chomp their heads off. Like these skeletal rats are like easily moving. She just chomps one out, just shoves it down her gullet.
They're a snack.
I'm gonna see that every time I close my eyes.
Yeah, same here. But you know what? I'm thankful for it. I don't have these
Your
freaking rats biting at me.
you do have your micro adult, your fucking bone man behind you if you want to make him start punching the shit out of things.
Yeah, I wanted to like at least get them off of Ellie. At least.
Feel free to roll
Least
his
you can do.
attack.
Alright, if I can hold on.
He also has a couple of moves too. You should be able to see his
I thought I was.
sheet.
And before I was able to just click on him and it would open it, and now it's not.
Yeah.
He's got little buttons on him though. What are these?
Oh, nice.
That's not it.
He should be yours. I gave you control of him.
Apparently not, unless I'm doing something wrong, which is very
You
possible.
should be able to just left click him or right click him.
Yeah,
You
right
should.
clicking him is bringing up options that do nothing, and left clicking does nothing.
Pocket owner.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Okay, what if I get rid of him and then slunk another one inside? He should be yours. Fucking use him. is no
But then
double
you get it to work
clicking, no right clicking.
Use a demanding voice.
Yes, lick him.
The double click. See, that's what I mean. I wasn't even trying to double click.
Did it work?
It did work. Okay.
Hey.
I don't know what the other options were. I don't know what those were. But we're not good
Yeah,
at
so you have like pacifying spores, rapid spores.
Yeah, I never looked at these.
Yeah, because you couldn't use him earlier.
I've only been punching things.
He's a spore creature.
What spores even work on bone creatures?
What'd
You know,
be
we're just
really
gonna punch
cool
them.
is if you can like
Just
spread your
punch 'em.
spores and control the rats.
Would that work though?
Not for
I
this
don't
guy.
know.
Yeah.
He can pacify them, and he can make you talk to them. As long as they have an intelligence above 2. Which, skeletal rats have
Oh.
intelligence of 2.
Oh. Well, they're attacking Ellie, so we're just gonna punch them.
Make a hole!
Oh.
Jesus
Nat 20.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Jeez!
Do the damage.
I don't get to do anything.
There's two
Wait,
other
I do
ones.
critical, right? That's
Yeah.
why I like messed up last time. Okay.
Yeah, you do critical this time. Yeah, so there's a single rat left. There's one single rat left of this. There used to be like a good 10 of them. You ripped off one of their heads and shoved it down your throat.
I thought it was 2.
Sorry, yeah, you grabbed 2 of them, you ripped off one's head, you shoved the other one full body down your throat before slowly
okay.
chomping one of them. And then your friend came up behind you, again, towering over you, swept an arm over your head into the pile of Skeleborgs. And there is now just one who is weakly limping
Oh no.
with like one leg left and his face.
The poor boy.
It looks like it's practically
offer it
begging
to
you
Ollie.
to kill it further.
I didn't catch that. Say it again.
I was saying, can I pick him up and like offer it to Ollie?
Oh my gosh.
Or it's like, hey, do you want to like a little pet or experiment thing?
Heck no.
Are you sure? I mean, he's basically dead at this point, so I mean, cupping this little skeleton rat as it's just clacking its bones around.
It has one leg and a face and vague bones connecting to it.
It's just chattery.
Oh, it's trying
Just
to bite
chattering.
you, let me tell you.
It's trying to.
This seems like how alchemists go owned to insanity.
And then you have a shit ton of spiders and other living, breathing, bloody rats underneath you,
Oh gosh,
still
there's
trying
still
to
the
claw and
spiders.
bite your way onto them. Yeah.
Yeah, at least just holding this little, basically dead skeleton rat and like dancing around, avoiding the spiders and such
Not making an
as she
attack.
feels them climb her. I don't think it's my turn.
I mean, I would assume that the surprise round's over, which would
Yep.
put it back at the top of the turn order. So
It is your turn.
So Ellie's gonna swing her fry pan around.
Okay.
fair enough.
Try to hit as many as possible. Just swing from right to left
Well, you have 2
to get them
hits,
off the cliff.
so
Is that a cliff? It looks like a cliff.
that is a cliff.
If I
yes.
can
It's a
swing-
sheer cliff.
Okay, so if I can swing hard enough, just baseball them off the cliff. I like that idea. I
Feel
want to
free
do
to
that.
roll me your attack.
Yeah, so I fail.
That's still an 11.
Maybe? No.
I believe
still
it
11.
has a
Never
10.
mind.
It has a 10. 10 AC.
Hmm.
So
It's not
you
quite
do
off the
miss
cliff.
the swarm of spiders with that first one, but you would hit the rats. So feel free to roll me damage on the rats.
See, I wanted the spider. Not the rat.
Well, you did throw several rats off the cliff. After
Yay! That works.
several of them, like, you hit a couple of them, and they exploded under the strength of your improvised
And the bones
mace.
scatter everywhere.
Oh, no, these
clicking
are
off
living
the
rats.
crystal walls.
Yeah,
Oh, they're not the skeleton. Okay.
No,
Never mind.
y'all have fucked the skeleton one 7 ways to Sunday. The only one remaining is the one in your hand. The rest
Yeah,
of them
I
are
like
living,
it.
breathing creatures.
Well, just their squeaks echo off the wall as I smack them and they fall.
What
There
did
we
I
go.
miss?
Ellie's murdering living, breathing rats as they are flying across the area.
God.
There's squeaks echoing throughout the cave off the crystals. I'm sorry. Welcome back.
I think you murder her a little bit. Anyways, yeah, you have 2 attacks to remember.
Oh yeah, now I get to try for the stupid freaking spiders.
And of course, you also have your key points. for
True.
flurry.
Why?
That was for no particular reason.
Why? Why?
Don't worry, I'll tell you when it gets to.
I feel like I
Machina's
should
turn.
use my dagger this time.
Wait,
Mm.
bone whelk. That's not even in his encounter.
This is true.
Mm. I'm saving my dagger for that.
Anyways,
probably
you're
made out of
welcome
bone
to
wouldn't
attack
work.
again to smack the spiders. You have to get above a 3.
Above a 3?
Yeah, she has
So
a
smack them off the cliff. Okay.
+8. Sorry, plus
Oh.
9 to her attack. So she has to get above a 3.
Result on the die. I thought you meant total. It's just like, oh no, these things have less than 10 AC. These have less than 5 AC.
15.
Yeah, so-
You're in fact able to hit the spider. The poor spider.
Yay. I don't care about the spiders.
Yeah.
Ellie just smiles at the spiders. It's like, yay.
That was an attack roll.
Oh.
What's your damage?
I want to attack. I'm ready to attack.
Roll the damage. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I want to attack.
Did
Do they
not-
fly off the edge?
Oh, damage roll 11. Jeez.
Right to left?
You've
Just
taken
all of
out
them at
half of
once?
them.
Okay.
You just with
All
one
smile.
sweeping blow, you hear the crunching noises of these rats as they fly left and right, and then you take you rear your arm back and swing again like a fucking baseball bat, and the amount of bones of legs and pieces of spiders that are now exploding from your pan, and good lord, the ichor on
Everywhere.
the back of the
Like
pan.
confetti.
Like confetti, if it was grosser and purple.
Viscera.
Yeah, so there's just a bunch of spider pieces flying through the air now. Now, Pocket
As
is...
Ellie stops, as Ellie stops, she just smiles. It's like, I really hate spiders. If you haven't noticed, Ollie, and she picks out spider guts off of her.
I'm gonna catch them in my mouth as she's flinging them away.
I don't blame you, he says, pulling out one of his modified fire pellets.
Now, Mashrina, with your 18 passive, you do hear more bones directly above you.
Oh, crap.
Oh, let's go. So, well, that's interesting.
Oh no. We don't even know how tall this freaking cave is.
That is
We do
true.
not.
I'm
Sure,
just
if I
Y'all
look
have
up,
not
is it
looked
just
up.
darkness or what?
second tallest
No,
here.
no, y'all haven't looked up yet.
Well, I'm gonna look up. What do I see?
Alright,
Tell me what I
cool.
see.
You see this guy hanging off the wall.
Oh, no. Wait, aren't those things usually passive?
Yeah, I'm
Usually
using my man's
speaking,
dagger on that.
except
What is it?
they're
It's a
usually
giant snail wearing a skull, basically.
Oh, baby.
kind of, yeah. It's
That's a friend.
it's a giant snail
So-
creature that has a pile of bones on its back. And these guys seem to be slowly leeching something down and pulling more bones up.
Ew.
Oh.
It's very slimy.
Again, it's basically a giant snail that covers its back with bones instead of a shell.
Yeah.
So, Mashrina's new rideable pet.
Please.
That's on her.
Well, it
I mean,
would be
it really
depending
serves
on whether or not you try biting it.
No,
I mean,
she's going to she's excited
Give
as
me
hell.
hints. Please.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, canonically, they're passive until attacked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just slowly picking up bones off
okay,
the ground
noted.
at the moment.
Don't let Ellie notice.
Well, that's
So-
gonna be kind of hard because I'm gonna do a little cheer.
It's a
She's
giant
gonna-
Oh, no,
snail.
Ellie
You're
knows
gonna
that.
see.
She's gonna try to reach up to the ceiling and jump for it. She's so happy.
It
It's
goes
like
to climb
15
Ellie.
feet
It's like,
above
I wanna
y'all.
get closer.
It's like a good 15 feet above you guys at the moment.
She's still trying to jump for it.
Girl
She wants that.
I mean, is your will at the moment to get to this snail?
Yes, I want him.
All right, cool. You feel a large hand grab you from the back
Oh no! Oh no!
as you see
Does
your
Ellie notice that?
giant
No.
mushroom friend slowly picking you up and then moving you into a football position.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You said your will is to get to it.
That's true.
20k
I am
goblin
not
frost.
complaining
Let's go.
about
It's a very stupid creature.
He can't be
So-
stupid. He's just doing what I want him to do.
Its will is currently to throw you like a son of a bitch at it. That's a 10. What's its AC? Its AC is 12. It's going to miss, but you could stab it.
Barely.
Can I just latch
Don't-
onto the ceiling?
Not the
wait,
ceiling.
well,
you could latch onto
if
the
it's
wall.
reaching for bones,
Okay.
you just
Actually
like
latch
grab
onto
onto
the
it like a
snail.
vine.
I want to
Could you
latch
latch-
onto something.
Because
roll
you latch
me
onto the
dexterity.
snail.
Roll me a dexterity save.
Again, it's that.
Shouldn't I be able to climb the wall? I'm a goblin.
I
You,
mean,
you
come on
could
now.
you could in fact climb the wall, except that you are currently flying
Pause.
through the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, hold.
Yeah.
let me put it this way: its back is covered in a hodgepodge of random bones. I'd wager you could probably grab onto one of them.
That's true.
So you are flying through the air. I'll give you a choice. You can grab onto the wall to slow your flying through the air to grab onto it easily. You can land into its pile of bones, or you can grab onto the weird goo that's currently just picking up random bones off the floor.
Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. That shouldn't be tough, but it is. I'm gonna. I don't want to anger it. I'm gonna climb the wall. I'm gonna latch onto the wall.
That's probably a good idea because I'm pretty sure if you attach to the body, you'd like fight the urge to eat it.
Oh no!
The
It's
bone
a snack plus a
Christ.
friend.
It's basically a completely ordinary snail. The snail itself is not undead. It's just covering itself in bones.
Yeah. So you
She would
latch
eat all the
yourself
bones off of
onto
it.
the wall, which let
It's
me
like a symbiotic relationship.
kind of. With- So let's move this wall a little bit. There we go. And then move you right there. There you go.
So now I'm on the wall.
Yeah, you're on the wall. You're watching this
Okay.
thing. It doesn't seem to care. It's just
How
slowly
close am I
picking
to it
up
so far?
bones. You're like a good 5 feet away from it. It's just on
Okay.
the wall. Your
I
your
can just climb
friend
the
threw
wall,
you a
though.
distance. With
I
that
just wanna,
dexterity check, you are welcome to climb the wall.
Just climb all over the wall like a spider.
Yeah, it's kind of disturbing to watch.
I want to crawl up to it and just like kind of hang out with it. You know, it's on the
know-
ceiling. What else am I gonna do?
Just to add a descriptor, as she's crawling around, you just hear these clacking noises or scraping sounds of her shovel being dragged from the wall.
Yeah, he
As she
threw your
skirts.
shovel with you. Yeah, it was on your back, so whee! Oh,
Oh God!
Yeah.
Sword
So-
and shovel just.
You also hear in the back of your head, "What makes you do this?"
Which fungi part of you should I kill?
You're just staring at this creature as you are fucking huddled up on the side of the wall. Just your fingernails and your toes latched into the wall itself as you're staring at this thing. You can tell it's the bones on its back is adhered to it based on a weird slimy substance that seems to be covering all the bones, which appears to be the same substance that's just sweeping up bones off the ground and slapping them onto its back with.
First, I want to pet it, and then I do want to try to like climb onto the bone back to like ride it
All right,
upside down. 'Cause it's on the ceiling.
you attempt to grab, you attempt to touch it, to just rub it. You touch it, and you cannot move your hand.
Nice.
Nah, you touch it, and your hand is just kind of stuck.
She's unfazed by this. This is not a problem.
Oh my gosh.
So at this point, I'm really
That's so
certain Ellie
dumb.
noticed she's gone, and Ellie's just adjusting herself to like try to catch her at any point in time,
It's like,
ready.
don't worry, I got you.
she
Why
might-
are you touching
well,
that?
The thing is, Ellie won't be able to move because all the
You do
freaking
still
bloody
have a
freaking
bunch of
creatures around her.
spiders and rats
Yeah, I still
crawling
have a bunch.
along your
So
lines.
it's like I'm trying to like I still have. I put the skeleton rat on my shoulder, and I'm just like trying to like adjust myself, try to catch her, or have my like fry pan reach out to her.
Are
like,
you
ready
trying
to,
to
like,
make
catch her in my
friends
fry
with
pan?
the Skelerat?
Yes,
The friend now.
he's my friend now till he dies.
Oh,
He can't do anything now anyway. He's not a threat.
Yeah, he can't do
He
anything
could
anyway.
totally bite your arm. He
He's not
has
going to.
one leg
And-
left.
Normal.
Pickles.
we can smash
He
him
has
if he
like one
actually
little
tries.
pocket.
We can smash him if he tries, but
Exactly.
I'll always the way to go for it.
I could just bring my head to the side and just break him.
Yeah,
There we go.
so, Mashruna, your hand is stuck. Anything else you'd like to do?
While my hand is stuck, I still want to try to like hop onto it like a horse, but with a
no.
stuck hand.
You get onto its back by jumping onto its bones, and then you realize, oh, I can't move me now.
This is fine.
Oh no.
I am one with the slime.
One with this bee.
One with the
Okay,
snail.
cool. Well, you are now
This
more than willingly grappled. All right.
This is what you signed up for when you invited me to this game.
Yeah, it's great. Oliver, you were watching this tiny goblin just get McYeeted onto the wall, fucking crawling up it like a goblin, and then just launching herself onto the back of this snail creature thing, and is now just sitting there, appearing to be stuck with a big ass smile on her face.
I still have one hand. I still have my shovel and my sword, so I'm okay.
And the unfortunate truth is I cannot approach to give her a hand. And there's enemies immediately in front of Ellie that actually have made attacks on her.
Yeah, they've all missed so far, but there's only so many times they can miss.
I'm just gonna step here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try and firebolt these.
Mhm.
Where is my roll?
Burn my toes, I'm throwing you across the cave.
Crap. There.
Nat 1, baby.
Gotta be dancing. Avoiding the fire. Dancing in fire is not fun.
13. That does in fact hit whichever one you want hit.
I was aiming for these
The
center
rats.
enemies. Okay. So damage roll. I wonder if it actually applies all of the modifiers I have to this right now, because I just got 2 last level.
Well, when you roll damage, it should say so. That's gonna hurt.
Okay, did it actually apply all those modifiers though?
Nice. You just
Still
lit
gonna
a
hurt,
flame like.
Oh no, it only applied the 2d10. I still have another bonus that's going in there that's not adding.
Oh, please do. What's the other bonus?
Where did that thing go? It was like some sort of bonus I get to elemental attacks and healing output. It's just a flat damage increase, so I can figure out where the heck that thing went.
Might be in your features.
I would assume. Is this it? Yeah, Ella. Okay.
Are you flying?
Respond. If I can actually. There we go.
Equals your intelligence modifier, so +4, which means there is one poor sodding rat who's also just a fucking piece of itself at this point. It's bleeding out onto the floor as it's weakly moving around. You've managed to take both of the normal rats and the skeleton rats to a 1 HP each.
And you probably actually also just saw how that lightly explode.
Yeah, several of them now just exploded in fire and gore as,
Wait, does that mean the spiders are still existing?
Oh yeah, there's so many spiders.
Oh my gosh.
They're having a time. So the skeletal rats, I think that was the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I have no bonus actions worth using at the moment.
Okay, cool. So the skeletal rat on your shoulder desperately attempts in its feeble
Excuse you?
ability to bite your shoulder.
It's like one tooth it has left.
Yeah. Feebly attempting. That's a 15 versus you. So it's chewing your clothes.
It tries.
It is
Aw, it
just,
tickles. I
it's
just pat its
just-
head.
God, that's so mean. It is feebly, desperately attempting to bite you on the shoulder as nothing's happening. So the spiders, let's see.
A few spiders.
The spiders are very happy, okay? They just want to play.
It's a word for it.
Nothing's going through you. You are
Good.
managing to dodge, to
Just
tiptoe,
dancing,
to
dodge.
flippity flop floop, to dance around, to dippity dop dop bop ba boop. And Bill is just gonna play you a merry old song and give you some inspiration. That's all.
Because I
Bill's
need
going
to
do.
be inspired to kill spiders. Yes.
Yes, he is playing you the "I Murder Spiders" song. It's very.
Probably
merry.
also, I believe that's a bonus action, right?
I think so. Let me
Well,
see.
that would mean that he also probably has some sort of offensive cantrip he could play or something.
Let's see. Oh, vicious mockery. He's gonna use vicious
Yes.
mockery.
Do you want to personally come up with an insult for him to say? It's just for flavor. You don't have to, technically.
You know what? You know what? We'll have when Bill
Spiders
comes
are
back.
all.
When Bill comes back,
I
I'll
was
tell
gonna say
him.
this.
I'll tell him to do a vicious mockery onto a single sad rat, or a bunch of spiders. His
Aw.
choice.
Not my pets.
But he's just going to mock the rat as he gives you inspiration. So I don't know how much damage a vicious mockery does, but I can guarantee you it's more than one.
Oh no.
Vicious mockery is
Don't
a
kill my
guaranteed
rat.
hit. Yeah,
As long as it's the other rats.
the particular enemy you're trying to hit with vicious mockery needs to roll a save that should be defined in the spell's description.
Oh,
If it
okay.
passes the save, it does not take anything.
Ah, neat. Well, I should pull out.
But of
this.
course, if it fails, it takes 1d4 psychic damage, as well as has disadvantage on its next attempt to attack, assuming it survives. Which, as you
Ah.
made the comment, it only has 1 HP.
Let's see. Wisdom saving throw. It's almost exactly the same as the skeletal rats, so we'll just roll skeletal rats wisdom, which is a 0. That's
I
gonna
think that's a
fail,
fail.
I can guarantee.
So it just died of depression.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this
no.
poor
Wait, my
rat.
pet or the
There's-
other ones?
Not your pet, the other
Which
one. That was the one that was just on the
Okay.
ground. The blood,
Ah.
the one that was just beaten, burned alive, scorched and sinned. It was weakly moving on the ground. It barely had the strength to lift its own head, and fucking Bill just insulted it. It's just like, I'm done.
Basically,
brain cells are fighting for third place.
basically, its brain just melted.
It just gave up on life. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Take me away.
That's so sad.
Just it slowly creeping to the edge. The
Oh
cliff
yeah,
just
you
flopped.
know, that's what
It just
happened. That's what
jumped.
happened. Yeah. Bill didn't even have to do anything. He just kind of looked at it, and it was just like, I know what must be done. Woo!
No. This is the saddest moment of this campaign so far.
So Ellie, you still have a swarm of spiders licking your tootsies. So
Yeah, no. No.
there's quite a few of them.
No.
Yeah. They've
Mm.
done nothing to you so far. They haven't even been able to fucking hit you yet.
How big are they?
They're rather tiny. There's literally just a swarm of normal-sized spiders. So about the size of
I
the
was
rats,
debating whether it's
actually.
worth using my Ah, okay. I was debating whether it's worth to use their dagger or not, but it's easier just to sweep them all, kill them, so.
I mean, I suppose you could technically offhand strike them if your immediate hit doesn't kill them.
No.
I'm not gonna get my hands dirty.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ, why'd you
What
do
the heck
that?
was that?
That's her stats. Some pretty nice stats, actually. 10, 15, 6. Yeah, that's not your fry pan. That's your
That's a
character
lot of
maker.
damage.
Yeah, well, I wanted to roll stats.
Why'd
She
you
gets
make?
so
Why'd you do
angry
a
that she
character
practically
maker? You
becomes a
ain't
god.
dying yet. You look these spiders and you're like, new character.
I just imagine she just like does that. And now we have stats for like a spider or something like that.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
you
I absolutely
really
hate the
these
spiders.
spiders.
Apparently.
I could tell.
Tell me your critical damage.
The strike that broke through the dimensions.
Yeah.
Might as well be
I
that
think I have a
74 or
different.
whatever it was.
Oh right, this roll your normal damage, and then we add for critical your max dice roll. That's what it was, because this thing doesn't do that. So, so that would be 11 plus 9, 20 straight damage. You fucking eviscerate
Yay.
these things. They disintegrate under your foot.
This had to be spiders.
You just keep pounding the ground like that big ass spider. Nah, this one you're getting all of these spiders this time, not just their heads. No, you're going for their full bodies. You squish, squish, squish. It's like whack-a-mole, just with spider parts.
Or just one fell swoop and they all just go flying off the cliff. I like that idea.
With the rat.
That could work too. Yeah, you know what? You saw the rat jump over the cliff and you decided to need some friends. Alright, yeah,
Once
Mashruna,
that didn't
you're
make it
still
off
stuck.
the cliff, Ellie just squishes them with her boots.
God. So, Mashruna, you're still stuck.
I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not stuck. Listen.
It was finally picked up, almost all of the bones, except for the one on Ellie's shoulder.
So I'm assuming off of this description that you are not going to be making an athletics check to get off.
No.
Or to get the hand off. Okay.
Alright, cool, yeah.
This is my pet now. It's my mount.
What do you think, Hinkson? Animal handling to try and tame it? It is
You
technically
know
still a wild
what?
animal.
Yeah, give me an animal handling roll. Let's see what happens. We've gotten 2 nat 20s so far. Let's see if we can continue
Let's
the
be doing
theme.
one.
Jesus
Oh, thank
Christ. I roll.
Sid, I'd say either a wisdom or a charisma check makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'll have it roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
I think it likes her.
Yeah, it kind of likes you. As you,
God.
you're on top of its back. Do you just
made a
shout
bone offering.
mine on its back?
Huh?
Do you just shout mine on its back?
Yeah, why not? And I actually do want to offer it bones from my bone bag.
What's this thing intelligence? It is intelligence 6. Yeah, you're the same intelligence as this creature.
Wow. I'm as smart as a snail.
Oh
You
god.
shout mine, and for the first, it like looks away from the tiny bone pile on Ellie's shoulder as it like turns its head nearly 180 degrees to look at you, and then it slowly raises a weird gooey tentacle thing from in the bone pile to like move right in front of your head. I'm assuming this is where you're offering the bones to it now.
Yes.
It slowly takes one of the bones, looks at it, and then just kind of moves it down and chunks into its bone pile. Just kind of like chunk. It's like playing a weird form of Jenga. Just ding, ding, ding. Chin, 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 chin.
Except
Like-
it's like assembling its own hypothetical shell instead of trying to actually build a tower without, or making the tower taller without
Yep.
falling.
Yeah, it's just
Lego
weirdly
style.
making its own shell, then looks at you, and you can feel yourself being able to move slightly again. It is still difficult terrain because it's sticky as fuck, but he's now willingly allowing you to, with great difficulty, move on its back. And then it looks to the rest of your team, and then it looks to the other side of the map, and it slowly just starts making its way.
I'm assuming she's still riding it.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm still riding it. I'm not letting go. My hand's unstuck now, I guess, but I'm also gonna scream mine again, but more like victoriously and happy. We're friends now.
You see the
Ollie just
Myconid
turns to
boy, he just
Ollie.
kind of walks slowly past Ellie, and is now just walking along the wall that you are riding a giant snail on.
He just like looks back, just like, I don't know if I want to say that's adorable or that's creepy.
Well, then I'll say that it's adorable.
Fair enough.
Having two characters on this thing is very difficult. No, overlap, damn you. Overlap! I'm so disappointed. I cannot overlap.
Just put me next to it, it's fine.
Oops. No, off. Click. Off. Oh, you little
I
shit.
am the snail now.
There you are. So she is riding a bone snail with a giant disturbing creature that you really cannot call a mushroom at this point, walking with them. Bill is very
For all that,
apprehensive
that'd be
about this
great.
situation.
Oh my gosh. Next question is, do you think that thing would even fit outside of the hole? Fit back up like the gap we came in from?
Probably
Is it that
is a
big?
pretty fucking big hole.
Yeah, how big is this thing?
This thing.
It's definitely at least large, so I'd
Yeah.
say that would
Yeah.
be about 10 feet wide.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet wide, and the hole you guys came out of is probably like 15 some feet wide.
It's
So she
coming.
can
Although-
take it with us.
Yeah, there's the only problem is there's no real wall that goes that high. It's a intermix of walls and shit that go that high. So he would have a very long path compared to your guys' rope.
We can still make it.
And to be fair, as they made the comment, this is technically the fast route, or we technically took the fast route down. There is still technically another way out if worse comes to worse.
That's true. Yeah,
True.
you now have your monstrosity snail friend. Named
Got a
Bone
snail.
Whelk.
Got an abomination. What's next? Let's go.
Creatures we go against.
Ellie has a pet skeleton rat who is consistently trying and failing to bite her.
It's just so
Giggling
crippled.
occasionally.
He's trying his best.
Oops. He really
It
is.
still seems very aggressive. Are you sure about keeping that?
Yes. It simply tickles. It's not like it's causing a flesh wound or anything. And if it is really bothersome, all I have to do is pretend to pop my neck. Instead of popping a rat.
That's
Jesus
unnerving way to put it. But alright. I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah, it's desperately trying to snap at her. There is nothing about this skeleton rat that is seeming in any way, shape, or form passive or peaceful. It is desperately trying to kill her. It's just a one-legged, barely connecting to its head skeleton creature with like 2 tooths left in its mouth, as it's just like.
It's like a chihuahua.
Ellie just is giggling off and on and pats his head off and on. It's like, it's okay, little Carl. You're so cute.
Oh no.
Carl,
Oh no.
it's okay, buddy. You can kill me next time.
You
got
tried your
this, man.
best.
You
it's
got
okay.
this.
Sorry,
Here, you
look
want
next
to bite
time.
my pinky?
Oh no.
What? I
That's what the
feel
research
like I
was.
should
Moving
be
on, I'm having way
deeply
too much fun with this.
concerned. All right. Well, yeah. So
Yep, that's my turn. Snail time.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna move the map now. There's a depending on where you guys want to go. There's this hole right here, which is seeming to be a continuation, and then there's also a small path right here.
I bet we at the very least check the larger path and go down the smaller one once we're certain it's safe. But that's just my
Perception
thoughts.
check.
You second that?
Go
Okay.
in between.
Oh.
In between the two spots. And perception check.
Okay,
Before we continue. I
Yeah,
distrust
what if-
everything and all things.
that's fair.
Am I like hearing, sensing anything, seeing
You're
anything
just
from where I
hearing the
am?
clicking noises.
And probably the slimy noises of the snail sliding across the
Oh
ground.
yeah, that would be very unpleasant.
No, I'm probably too focused on my snail to even notice anything else.
Yeah, you're welcome to roll perception, Ellie. Do, do, do. Cool.
I
Everything
don't think I catch
seems
anything.
perfectly fine.
What's your passive?
15. Everything
use that
seems
as-
perfectly fine. All
Another
you
15?
know
Okay.
is there is quite a few mushrooms. Yep, it's just a couple
Do
of
you come
mushrooms.
here and see if you hear anything or see anything suspicious? You might want to take some of these mushrooms for ingredients. My
Okay.
herbalism isn't that good.
All right, let's take a look then. Perception check.
You're welcome to roll one. Are you checking the mushrooms specifically or the area?
I'll start with the area just to be certain.
Okay.
You can check the
You-
mushrooms after this.
you-
Passive 11.
You're seeing pretty much
We're getting
just
nothing.
mushrooms. Yeah, there's mushrooms over here. Oops. Over here. Mushrooms over here. Lots more mushrooms over here. This just looks like a den of mushrooms, honestly. There's just like a fuck ton of mushrooms in this area.
In that case, can I roll a nature check on the mushrooms themselves
You're
to try and
more than
identify them,
welcome
or
to,
would that
yeah.
be some other sort of check?
That would be probably nature. Yeah. Nice.
Interesting.
Oh dang!
15.
Yeah, my
Uh,
nature's not that good.
So it is a purple fungus. It looks just like a regular old mushroom that is just existing there. It's purple, like the rest of this existence, but it does seem to be connected to a bunch of other mushrooms throughout the area, especially back here.
Is it safe? Can I do anything with it?
You're welcome to touch it.
I just rolled a high nature check. That's literally all I get. It's just a purple mushroom.
Hey, it's
Oh
a
my
purple
gosh.
mushroom. It looks potential it could be used in
Purple
fairly...
is a great color. Come on now.
It looks like it could potentially be used in some of your crafting recipes, especially if you're trying to find earth elements and stuff. It appears to be a mushroom that you might find in Cataclysm, for example. And usually mushrooms of this color are very poisonous, or whatever term you used in this case. I don't know if it would be poisonous or venomous. Probably poisonous.
Poison is usually oriented around a defense. Venom is if the mushroom itself were to try and attack.
Yep.
So mostly it seems like mushrooms like this would be quite poisonous, especially considering they're exceedingly vibrantly purple. However, considering the entire area around you is violently purple, it might just be how it adapted to this cave.
Basically, something I'll have to look into a little bit deeper later.
Yeah.
Suppose I actually do. I have doctor's gloves. I don't think that actually came with my kit. Dang it! Actually, no, I don't. I don't think I have any special tricks of picking these things up safely.
I can maybe scoop it with my fry pan.
I mean, I'd appreciate it, but I also don't really have a great place to store it.
Ah, yeah, that'd be a problem.
Would be, yeah.
Stored in the mushroom man.
I don't think that's the best idea. I think I'm just gonna leave him here for the moment. Maybe I'll find some sort of sack or something a little later on.
Oh,
Feed it to the mimic.
I don't think that's the best idea. That would require me to actually pick it up, and from my memory, it's usually inhaling spores that causes the problems with mushrooms.
Yep. Let me just shove some mimics down onto this horde of mushrooms. See what happens. Mick yeet the mushroom mimic.
We need to actually pick up a mimic and hope it doesn't turn back into a blob while we're doing that.
Honestly,
Let me go try to make friends with the mimic now.
God.
And the worst part is, mimics actually are intelligent creatures.
You
Or they
could try
can be.
making friends with it. It's kind of hostile based on what Oliver saw, but you could try.
I got those spores. You know, would that even work? Yeah,
No,
sure.
no,
why
it would not. You
Let me
would literally
pacify
need
this
to.
creature.
Your best bet would be to trick it into opening its jaws and then just huck the mushroom inside.
Eat this,
Like a
bitch.
bomb.
Oh no, I was just going to just do the old trick I just did to figure out it was a mimic. I cast thaumaturgy on the lid just to cause it to burst open.
You could
Oh.
technically use the Rappert spores to communicate with it.
That's fair. Actually, that's
Could
right.
technically
We
do
literally
that.
have a circle of spores druid on us.
The Mike
I think she's
that
a
she
circle of
has can do it.
spores.
I don't know how much communicating I would be able to do,
No
but
fucking idea.
But either
No,
way,
what?
that still leaves the question: should we go down the larger path or the narrow path?
It does look like the end of this
Small
path is
spaces
just
look like
blocked
spiders.
off, possibly from a landslide. And inside the mill here, you guys can see some objects kind of shining, but is surrounded by an entire massive circle of mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
So, what would we like to do, Ollie? Do we want to check out the possible shiny things? Or go down a small freaking tight hole and say hi to spiders? Ellie says with a devious, kind of scared grin.
I'll take that as you'd rather take a look at the shinies first.
I mean, personally, but I wouldn't mind killing some more spiders. I might actually use Jackson's dagger this time.
Well, from a quick look down that pathway over there, looks like we're going to be going down that narrow pathway unless we want to do a full turnaround anyway. Because I don't believe we're going to be getting through that landslide very quickly.
I mean, fair.
Alright, I suppose we're already here. Let's take a quick look. Can I run a quick perception to see if I can detect anything hiding in wait in the area?
You're welcome to do a perception roll, yeah. 17
18.
or 18. Nice. You can tell that there is nothing on the ceilings, there's nothing on the walls, there's nothing on the ground that's going to try to chase you, like the skeleton rats, or the giant slug. All you're seeing in this entire room is just a fuck ton of mushrooms.
Alrighty then. I'll take a few steps in, and I'm going to be trying very carefully not to touch any of the mushrooms, even at the foot, or even with the shoe.
Nice. Roll me a dexterity check.
Where is...
There is a
we
lot of
go.
different vines from the mushrooms, by the way, just kind of laying down across the area.
I failed.
Ooh.
Oh no. If he falls, can Ellie catch him?
You can do your own dexterity save to catch him.
I'm just trying to avoid disturbing the
Okay.
mushrooms, because I know what can happen if you inhale the spores,
Someone
and
to say.
they tend to spread their spores if you wind up shoving them around.
Oh, yeah. So you're welcome to do a dexterity saving check to make it so he doesn't just stomp straight down onto a vine.
Oh no.
Nope. So he attempts very desperately to move his foot in the right direction, and Ellie, you have a passive 15, and Pocket's not over there. And you swear, Ollie, that the vine was not underneath your foot a moment before you attempted to place it. But it was! And Ellie, as you attempt to, like, save yourself by moving your foot and start to fall, Ellie attempts to grab you. And, honestly, her strength score is not that high.
Still kind of wounded.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
So she gets pulled with you.
Oh no.
Yay!
And you both land on several vines that are just kind of laying across the ground. Pocket, you said earlier that you were thinking of communing with the mushrooms at some point, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if I could.
Oh yeah, there's mushrooms dotting all over this area, from the walls to the ground to the ceiling far above you. You literally, from your position right now, could grab a mushroom and talk to it, or attempt to. Whatever the talking definition would be in your case.
The mushrooms start cursing because
No.
Ollie and I fell.
Is that something you would like to do?
Well, first, am I still, like, way behind these two?
Technically they moved up and you haven't moved yet, so you're welcome to move up in the
So
same
I can't
time
move
that
the
they took.
snail.
Oh, let me
Try.
make the snail your friend. Hold on. For your own
I
shit.
know he's a snail. We're gonna be probably moving pretty slow, but
Okay, there you go. It's
also
its
a giant
speed,
snail.
Yeah, its
That's
speed
true.
is 15. So
we're moving.
yeah, there you go.
And she doesn't know if this is actually working, but to try to make it move faster, she's like throwing bones on the ground, like ahead of us, to get it to go after him, like carrot on a stick.
Snail dog.
It's definitely moving in the direction you're throwing the bones. That's for certain.
And seeing you guys just fall and disappear around the corner, I'm stuck to a snail. I guess I'm not actually technically stuck anymore, huh? Ooh.
It's rough terrain, so it still takes double movement to get on and off. But once you're off of it, theoretically, still move normal speed. Just takes double movement to cross its back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like probably 10
you know
to
what?
get off, and then
She saw you guys kind of like surrounding some mushrooms, talking about the mushrooms while she was sneezy, trying to get there on her snail. And then seeing you guys disappear on the corner makes a quick decision, and why not? Let's try to talk to some mushrooms on the ceiling. So
my
she's gonna
mushroom
like,
friend, how you doing?
yeah, what's up, fam? She's gonna like pet the snail, like get it to stop. Is that gonna work? Probably not.
It kind of like looks. The definition of look is really weird here because it really doesn't have eyes properly.
It's got
but
the
you
two little stalks.
Yeah, you
little
can
two
see
little eye
its
stalks.
stems kind of like turn towards you as it kind of like slows down, and you see that its weird tentacle grabby goo just kind of still moves forwards and grabs the bone that you placed on the floor and picks it back up.
It's gonna make a little noise, put her hand up like, stop. And look around for the biggest mushroom near me on the ceiling here. Whatever that may be.
It's probably one like less than 5 feet away from you that's just kind of like there.
Okay, so we're gonna move towards that then.
Okay.
Go towards the mushroom, and we're gonna commune with it by, what, touching it? You said I had to be touching it, right?
Yeah, you have to be touching these mushrooms to be able to effectively access its interweave. Considering you are technically half mushroom, you are classified under both, what's the term? Humanoid goblin and plant.
Let's go.
And because you're specifically plant mushroom, and mushrooms very weirdly, they actually have a network that they place
Yeah.
down. One of the biggest forests in the world is a mushroom forest.
Mhm. And it's lovely.
And I think it's like several miles long of just connected weaving parts. It's terrifying.
It's lovely. What are you talking about?
It's fucking horrifying. It's an
They're
entire
lovely.
forest that's just one sentient creature.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
That's cool as shit.
Anyway, so you attempt to touch it. Roll me a wisdom check for background reasons. With a +1.
With a
Just
plus
roll your
one.
wisdom, and then we'll add 1 to it.
Okay.
Normally it would be intelligence, but you're not really talking to them at the moment. Yeah.
21.
So
Oh.
as you touch it and you're basically trying to commune, you feel your entire body wither. Like not like wither, but like wither and writhe.
Nice.
Like your entire body just goes like it's
Convulsing?
just yeah, you're basically convulsing a little bit. As you can feel another entity effectively in your like brain space twitching. Yeah. It is
I guess.
profoundly unpleasant. Let me
I guess
tell
I'd be
you.
kind of going through that all the time. I got a giant mushroom on my head. Come on.
Yeah,
It's literally attached to her brain.
Yeah, normally it's not this active.
Sure.
But
Sure.
yeah, you can feel it moving inside of you, which
Voice in
doesn't
her head.
normally do. And so you get the sensations and the feelings of this place. The closest sensation I can say is that these mushrooms that you're feeling, it gives you a red marker. These mushrooms over here, it gives you a purple marker. And then it essentially just shows you the picture of the mimic snapping.
So I'm high.
You have such low intelligence that when you're able to commune, you're able to commune through another sentient creature within you. You're getting flashes. The only thing that your adult mind can give you is danger.
What is this? That's so Raven?
Honestly, yeah. So she's getting basically little mental flashes of each like danger in the cave.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah, so you're because again, this is just a network. So you are seeing
Yeah.
this. As you're seeing this network here, so you can almost more or less spot each and every single individual mushroom, and they're labeled as red markers. Based on
Okay.
your knowledge of this marker right next to you being probably safe, red means safe. These markers
that's-
are purple. There's a lot. There's a lot of these purple markers. There's a significant quantity of these purple markers filling this space. If I had
Oh,
to...
Ollie, how you doing in this poison nest with me?
It's not necessarily a poison nest.
Not necessarily, he says.
Tangled up in danger.
This entire
Crap,
area
I think
here
I know what these mushrooms
is just
are.
hundreds of tiny little dots of purple. And
Okay,
then
so
outside this little area is just multitudes of smaller quantities of dots. Right next to Ellie and Ollie are probably 3 or 4 dots, which they just fell onto. And you can feel, as they hit the ground, as you're communing with this thing, you can feel it wither, writhe, and curl up. As, with Ellie and Ollie, you two are seeing these buddy boos. They're called violet fungi. They are completely indistinguishable from normal mushrooms until they are active.
Are these the ones that
Oh, no.
latch onto you and do necrotic damage?
Yes, yes, they
Oh, yay! Just
Plus
what I
side,
need.
plus side, they're very flammable and they wither
Oh yeah.
or when they burn.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
okay with
going-
you catching me on fire at this moment.
So they're going to do their sneak attacks onto you, which is going to be 2 attacks each for each person here. First one misses Ellie. Second one misses Ellie. With her high AC, that's not shocking.
Obviously.
One's going to hit Ollie. 15.
That exceeds by 1.
Okay, so it's going to do normal damage of a 1d8. So you take 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's certainly going to hit you. You take another 5 necrotic damage. So,
Jeez.
yeah, you, it pretty much, like, both of them appear at the same time because you both landed on it. And it pretty much just latches onto both of you as it just stabs, well, not quite stab, but it's basically, like, latching onto you, and then from the latch, it's stabbing you with needles, essentially. However, these
My
ones
health
are
bar.
not
That's weird.
grappling you.
It's not updating. Oh, I just modified the wrong side. That would explain a few things.
Mhm.
How's that?
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
They have not quite latched onto you. You do notice they are not pulling out spores, and the other ones inside of this thing are starting to stir a little bit. These ones do look like normal mushrooms with spore pieces, as a couple of them are actually starting to wade through some spores similar to the myconids. These ones in front of you, though, are just tentacly. There's a lot of tentacles.
Hey, Sen,
Yeah.
since it just attacked me, can I use my reaction?
Yes, you are more than welcome to.
I'm gonna burn my free cast of Hellish Rebuke.
Burn
At the
the
second
shit
level.
out.
Literally. Okay,
That's
you know,
3.
I'm
Oh,
okay
do I
with
need
this.
to make
I'm okay
a-
with this.
Okay.
3d10 fire damage. He can half it on a successful dex save. DC is 12.
Severely doubt it will succeed.
So 3d10 fire damage.
Jesus. Roll the damage, boyo.
It's cast as... Yep.
Does it happen to burn Ellie's too?
I can only trigger it on something that just immediately
Oh,
attacked me
it's such a
specifically,
sad
unfortunately.
roll. I'm so sad.
It really is. It really
2
was.
nat ones. Ouch. You see it fucking go up in flames. That halved its health, by the way. Just so you're aware. You see it fucking light up in flames, and you hear almost a weird verbalized screech from it, which also resounds through Mashruna's head as it does so, in almost like a piercing degree, as you do feel one of the purples wobble in your weird mind space connection, as the purple thing
Okay,
wobbles.
I was worried that when we did damage to it, it would damage her
Not yet.
because she's connected.
Kind of
So-
connected, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, right. Need to roll.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a -5 to their initiative, so... I love how you guys
And
are
I see you're
perfectly spaced every time.
And I assume you're rolling for the 2 that we have not seen yet?
These ones in the circle aren't technically active, but these 2 are the only ones you're fighting right now.
I just figure you've already indicated that they exist. Might not even
Oh, they
necessarily
they
be able to kill
exist,
them,
but they're not sentient like these guys are.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically,
So
if
make
you
sure
get too
Mashrina
close,
eats them.
it could kill you. As of the moment, you're not close enough. So, anyways, Ellie, yeah, you just got latched onto by like 2 tentacle things, and they still cannot pierce you. Like you are fucking dancing with it at this point.
So I have a skelerat on me and 2 mushrooms.
While 2 mushrooms trying to get onto you.
Trying to.
They're very, very eager to latch onto you, and you are not.
Yeah, no, I'm good. So I don't have anything fiery though.
I mean, you could just bash the shit out.
God.
It's
Yeah, I
worked
could
for
just
you
do
so
that.
far.
I'll just do that then. Because they're just
Wouldn't that
tiny
still release,
mushrooms.
like, spores and stuff?
These ones don't appear to be spreading out any spores.
But would they if I hit them?
Yeah, that's...
You have no idea.
Okay.
Oh.
How long have you spent dealing with mushrooms?
Not that long.
Yeah, not
How
not
have
even
I
the
not, like,
slightest
made
clue.
you guys sick yet?
Mm.
Literally a mushroom person.
You
I mean,
have
to be fair, your
I mean-
mushroom is a little bit on the slimy side, so theoretically the spores don't spread very easily.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I'm just slimy. I'm sticky.
Stab it.
so yeah,
Less
you
spread.
you have absolutely no idea whether or not these things will sprout spores. You've had exceptionally little dealings with mushrooms, except for cutting them up.
With that in mind, I'm just going to use my dagger. Because you know what? I'm going to cut them up. That'll be fine.
All right, you know what?
Do a
Fair
salad.
enough.
Where's my dagger?
So you're pulling out your dagger for the very first time, right?
Yes.
Coolio.
What's up with my dagger?
I will tell you at a later point in time. It is unbelievably
Oh, I don't have it set
shiny.
as a weapon.
Do you have a normal
Why
dagger?
Shiny,
is
you
it
said.
shiny? It shouldn't be shiny.
I
It's
assume
very
it's just
shiny.
simply because it's basically been unused or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. That
Unless
you
he
have
cleaned it.
not-
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he cleans his weapons.
Shocked that you've never put a knife into your inventory.
Apparently I haven't.
You should be able to copy it over from my inventory. I technically have a dagger. I've just always been flavoring it as a kitchen knife.
Let me. I wish I could duplicate. Or can I do? I think
I'd
I
wager
should
you
do-
there's probably a way.
Yeah. Let me see if this works.
I have a small knife.
Did that work? That worked. There you go. So you should be able to roll your dagger now. It should be at the top of your weapons. There you go.
Yeah, it's there.
Nice.
Dagger, dagger.
19. Yeah, baby.
That's a
Punch
good roll.
him.
Not surprised I can handle his weapon. Damage. Eh,
Now,
first time in a long while.
6 damage. Roll me a wisdom check real quick.
Why?
Wisdom save. Just, it's fine.
Save?
Yep. Cooliosis
Why?
brosis. Alright, yeah. So you do 6 damage, although it looks like it did
Why was
slightly
the
more
wisdom throw,
damage
though?
than it should have. Based on your swing.
Okay.
But you do have 2 attacks, so...
And an offhand strikes, theoretically.
Yeah.
Going to swing again.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Nice. That's a 16. It has a, once it loads. You got this, buddy.
So,
It has a 5 AC.
so definitely beat it.
I don't think you can miss, I'll be honest. So feel free to roll damage. Oh, you did. Oh, no, you did. Feel free to roll damage.
I did.
Oh, did you?
No?
9 damage?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Oh,
9
there
damage.
we go. Yeah, it wasn't
sliced
loading. Again, it seemed to do slightly
Slicing
more
and dicing.
damage. So you actually do kill it with that blow. As you stab it, it seems to wither. Like, it like, not wither, but wobble around a little bit as you just fuck you, Windows security. You stab it, and then you stab it again, and like it wobbles, and then it just stands still. It looks like its entire body, it's not even bleeding or anything, it just is still. Not moving.
So the entity inside of it died. But the plant's still there.
Possibly.
But why the wisdom throw?
Don't worry about it.
I.
Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Uh-oh.
Up in my angry ball.
Okay, there we go.
Anyways, yeah. So you still have an offhand attack.
Yeah, I do. Might as well get things killed. I killed one so far, right?
Yes, you did.
Northernmost one is dead, I believe he said.
Yeah.
You can do that as well. Tether even a roasted chicken.
Oh,
Why is that a description?
what?
She's posted an unarmed strike in the general chat, and there the description simply reads "Tether even a roasted chicken."
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh no. Yeah, you could punch it if you want to, or stab it. Offhand attack is technically a stab too because it's a monk weapon.
Yeah, I'll just stab it again.
I think technically all you really need for an offhand strike is a weapon that has the light property, which a dagger would qualify as. Naturally, the downsides of an offhand strike is you do not get your proficiency on the attack roll, and you do not get your damage modifier on the damage roll.
Mm-hmm. You, I don't think, are capable of missing, so yeah. That did, again, weirdly slightly more damage than you were expecting. As you stab it, it once again jiggles, or like wiggles, and then it's just dead. Hi, Wally. It just stops moving.
Wally's here. Hi, Wally.
Well, made it.
Well, that was simple enough, like cutting mushrooms at the bar.
Is there a trick of figuring out which ones are the safe ones?
Only Mushruna would be able to tell you that.
I mean, that was directly a question at Ellie, but okay.
Sorry.
Honestly, I have no idea. If I'm being honest, I was banned from the kitchen, but yeah. You can forget about that part.
Okay, fair. Yeah, thanks for the save back there. I won.
You're welcome. And on my way around a knife. Granted, this dagger I haven't used in quite a long time. I was always told not to touch it. Because Jackson always had it on hand, just in case.
I swear, these things are useful for, like, everything. I think everybody should carry one of these things out in the wilderness.
Honestly, yeah. They're really good for throwing, too.
Anyway, though, just, like, looking over at the purple mushrooms in the center very distressfully.
Yeah, I think we should take the other path. I think I'd rather have spiders.
Fair, I was about to suggest tossing a fire pellet in there, but we can do that too.
Did you know there's a high chance of you eating a spider while you sleep?
That's
Something
concerning.
I learned at watching people at the bar.
Thoughts you don't want to think about. Turns around
You're welcome.
and starts going.
Ellie follows after him.
Oh yeah, Bill, you're currently following Mushruna, who's
Cannot-
on top
Cannot move.
of...
Combat still ongoing. It says.
Oh yeah, let me delete that real quick. So you are directly behind Mushruna, who is on top of a snail, on top of a bone whelk, snail with bones, and is currently holding a mushroom, convulsing slightly, and seems to be a million miles away.
Oh, and
High
the
off
giant
my
bone-
ass.
Oh, and the giant bone snail seems friendly to her.
Yeah, she befriended it with a 24 animal handling roll.
Okay, it's friendly to her. Is it friendly to us?
Oh, no one knows.
It seems to be non-hostile to us at the very least.
Yeah.
No one has stabbed it yet.
Don't stab. I will stab you if you stab my friend.
No one has gotten close to it yet, aside from Mushruna, who leaped onto its back, started riding it, shouted a mine, and managed to handle it so well it decided, alright. This is my day.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they were trying to
the
determine if
average
they're going right or left, and you just heard sounds of stabbing in the distance, and then them just kind of walking back.
Don't mess with that room. Large mass of purple mushrooms. A couple of them. And Malacho tried to latch on and drain. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I have
no,
a
My dagger's
solution.
all dirty.
Concern.
I have a solution.
What's that?
Pulls out Molotov.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm not gonna stop you. Just steps out of the way.
However,
Yeah, you hear
Just
Molotov
stop
as
saying
you're
her
welcome
dagger.
to release the mushroom whenever you please. Currently, you are on a very weird trip.
yeah, in fact, earlier I was waiting for like a chance to say this. When I heard the shriek,
Uh-huh.
that's when I let go, and
Ah.
I was startled, and I fall to the floor. I fall off the snail. Just fall straight onto my mushroom man.
Squish.
And
I mean, you fall onto him, so he just kind of like catches you. His head squishes slightly because it's a mushroom.
oh,
Squish.
he's a little hero. And I'm just gonna kind of sit there for a little while. I don't know what I just heard. You know, I'm hearing voices sometimes, and I just heard mushrooms scream. But I feel like I do understand the mushrooms a little bit more than the random voice in my head. And upon seeing Ellie and Ollie come back,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna get like really excited. Like she didn't know what just happened, but she knows it was dangerous. And so she's like super excited that they're back. But upon seeing the Molotov
In the
in
small
Bill's hands, all the happiness is just gonna drain from her.
Gosh.
Just like shit.
I'll think considered Ollie. He probably has like with what looks like slightly withered arms because
Mm-hmm.
necromantic.
They do not look very happy.
Can I? I'm gonna like jump out of my mushroom friend's arms
Mm-hmm.
and walk over to Bill, point at the Molotov, and then open my hand.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be honest. I need to roll an intelligence for this one, purely on the aspect of, does Bill understand that she doesn't want him to throw the Molotov?
I mean, technically, the gesture she's giving him just seems to be indication that she wants him to
Yeah,
give
she
it to her.
wants it.
Oh, roll me an intelligence check, boy.
I need to see if Bill even understands what you're trying to do.
Oh no.
Roll me a nat 1. Give me a -1. That was a 14. That was actually a pretty decent roll.
Ow. Wow. Oh. He hands you the Molotov. He pulls out another one.
Let's go
She's gonna
clubbing.
do the same thing. She's gonna point at that one and hold out her hand.
No.
She's going to insist. Keep holding
Bill.
out her hand.
Hey, Ollie, I think they're fighting.
No.
Ellie says to Ollie, just watching them.
Bill's just sitting here with, like, I've already handed you one. If you want to join in on the fire, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not handing you more than one. These are mine.
She's gonna hand the Molotov she has right now to her mushroom man. Once he takes it, she's going to hold out her hand to Bill again, and put her other hand on her hip.
Just tapping her foot, just visually
I love how
angry.
Bill.
Like,
I
okay,
love
hey,
Bill's
give
just
it.
thinking.
Angry little gremlin.
You all want to join the fight.
Do you not want me to throw the Molotov?
She's gonna vigorously shake her head.
So no, you don't want me to throw the Molotov.
And that time she's gonna nod.
She had to walk. Can I have my Molotov back then?
Very hesitantly.
Out, Pinky. Promise first.
Got a pinky promise on this. She grabs the other Molotov and is about to hand it to him. But first pulls it back, puts a finger up, and then hands it to him.
He's gonna look at you. Slowly nod. Puts away one Molotov and just holds the other one. I don't think they want me to. I don't think Mashruna wants me to throw the Molotov.
She's gonna nod. Violently.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
You know, I'm not going down
Later.
that pathway.
As he
Anyway.
puts
I'm
the
not
other one away.
I'm not going back down that pathway at the moment anyway. I'm just, yep, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
And with that, I'm gonna climb back up on the wall and mount my steed again.
All the bones on the snail just slowly crept into like a seat or a saddle shape just for you.
Yeah, that's glorious. Something for me, yes.
I mean, with all the time I was sitting there, yeah, probably did.
Yeah.
Just tiny pieces of shit just moving crap back and forth. God. Alright.
This is just her new bone bro.
Yeah, Miss
I had to
Bone
phrase
Bro.
it that way. I had to phrase it that way.
Bone bro.
So I'll use this as a more theater of the mind-esque things. I'll move it back to our normal one. There we go. A bit more theater of the mind. And we can feel free to pull out our peeps. Actually, can you guys pull out your people? I don't know if you can. You should be able to.
How do you go about the process?
You should be able to go to actors, so the where you guys find your character sheets, and then just drag and drop.
Ah.
Oh, you can! Oh, that's cool. Alright. I assume, Pocket, you should be able to pull out your boy. The Bone Walk.
Where is my boy located? Where are my boys
creatures,
located?
the depths, and then Bone Walk. Assuming that he's in the same spot for you as he is for me. He is. Cool.
My
That's
buddies.
so weird. Alright, so you guys are now into the proper areas. Well, not proper areas, but as you guys go through this small, shut the fuck up car. I'm trying to be
Never heard of going through that
descriptive.
before. I'm
Fucking-
sorry. Not really.
Fucking cars. Anyway, so you guys are wandering through this area, and you guys are very much so going further down. You guys can tell. The ground is, and pretty much has been since you guys stepped in here, slightly slanted. This area specifically is much more of a slant, definitely going much further down. The air is getting a lot more purple. It is very hard to see aside from your torches, which is giving about 30 to 60 feet of bright light around you, depending on the mushrooms surrounding you. You aren't able to see a whole lot down here. It's mostly just more and more and more mushrooms just coating the walls, coating the floors, going as high as the ceiling. You guys can't even see the ceiling at this point. It's easily darkness directly above you. As you guys are going further and further down, there is pretty much just a road that you guys are taking. There's not much else here that you guys are seeing so far down. Is there anything you guys would like to do? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys doing? Discuss.
That's actually a really good question, actually.
Yeah, you guys are just walking. Darkness,
I'm just riding my
torches.
snail.
Yeah. Darkness, torches, riding.
What happens when I poke the mushroom? I want to poke the mushrooms.
Oh no.
Let me Not expecting that, huh?
Ellie just eyes Bill as he like tries to reach out, just making sure he doesn't reach out for a purple one.
They're all purple. There is nothing in this area
No.
that isn't a deep shade of violet. Some gets to pink, but it is mostly just violet. So you touch it, and the immediate response to you touching it is that it curls up slightly within itself, and then puffs out a giant puff of spores. Roll me a reflex save.
Dexterity.
What is that?
Sorry, dexterity save. Nice. Damn.
Still too late used to Pathfinder Sin.
Yeah. You are able to jump backwards with incredible dexterity as the spore of mushrooms goes directly over your head, not harming you in the slightest.
So upon seeing Bill do that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to like hop off the snail, run over to him, run in front of him, like in between him and the mushroom, and like start like hand gesturing to myself and just the surrounding area. Okay, I'm gonna actually have a perfect image for this. The screen can't see it, but hold on.
Okay.
It's gonna be doing this. Where's the chat? It's gone.
There's multiple.
Cursor over the text.
I got it. I have multiple. She's doing that, trying to explain without actually explaining anything. The pathways, what she felt, you know. Respect the mushrooms. Don't touch the mushrooms. Without saying an absolute word.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just imagining just nothing's coming out of her mouth, but just raw gibberish, and Bill just like standing there nodding, trying to pretend that he understands what the heck he's talking about.
Well, that's what she's doing.
He's
Just
staring at you blankly, like eyes are slowly going in the opposite direction with every motion. I straight up just like, you're doing all of this motioning to Bill, and Bill's just like, like,
You know-
it's an audible
You know, I think we should just sit.
What?
I think we should avoid the mushrooms.
she's gonna point at Ollie. Yes. Nod. Stay away from the mushrooms, she says without saying an absolute word. So basically, she didn't say anything. It's up to your interpretation.
Fuck the mushrooms.
Oh no.
Okay, I feel that is necessary on Bill's part because he's so flipping stupid. It's either leave the mushrooms alone or. What do you think, Sin? Do you think Bill is smart enough to be able to interpret this woman's
No.
ranting at him without a single word, given he is extremely stupid?
Roll me intelligence check. If you get less than 8, you are too goddamn stupid.
Oh my god. Oh my
You
god.
are so fucking retarded.
I have to ask because this is Bill. He's barely smarter than Mushruna.
Barely like a point.
The only thing that's really getting across
Exactly.
to you is that she is very adamant about the mushroom. She has a lot of energy about the mushroom. She has a lot of passion about the mushrooms. The mushrooms are awesome. And you know what you do with awesome shit?
Don't blow it up.
I assume you get excited about awesome shit and you want to go touch awesome shit more.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
Oh,
I would. I'm so sorry, everybody. But Bill's an idiot.
Oh no.
I'm going to run at full speed past Smyrna because to Bill, this is excitement. This is passion. This is I need to touch every mushroom I can as I run past them at Mach 3.
And she's saying, well, he's dead.
Figures this is the day that I'm already fresh out of lesser restorations.
So, just to get this right,
Uh,
you are fucking
can I,
carving a
catch it?
path through these
Stop him?
mushrooms with your hands.
Oh no, never mind.
You're just
Yes.
slapping the shit out of every mushroom you come across.
Oh, actually, can
Yes.
I like run up behind him and try to drag him away by like his bag on his back?
You'd have quite
And
a bit of...
also, I keep
You have
forgetting.
to catch him first.
Hey, I
What
can
do you
run
keep
all force.
forgetting?
I keep forgetting about my
Man's
bird.
slime.
We need to make a token for my bird so I
You
stop forgetting
you
about
do
him.
have your bird. He's flying above y'all, just watching.
I want
The man's
him to
bird
also
peck
try to get
at
him.
Bill.
Yeah, send the bird
The
after
man's
Bill.
slime
roll
snail
me-
to reach
roll
out
me-
and grab Bill.
Roll me animal handling. You're not technically in danger. You'll survive. Your bird does not give a shit.
It's just another bird running off. Why does he care?
Your bird
Right.
bird, this means nothing to your bird. He's just flying above you guys, keeping an eye on you. He sees fucking Bill revving up his engine to just start bitch slapping mushrooms. And your bird just goes, huh. Alright.
Alright, do I gotta roll to
just
catch
picturing,
him or
like-
catch up to him to try to pull him away from the mushroom?
Oh, that seems like suicide. Catch him.
You're welcome to roll a dexterity save against Wally's dexterity.
Oh my god.
Is that to Mashruna or all of us?
Yeah. Conflicting dexterities. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, that was almost a one.
Mushrooms just sees him like start bouncing up and down the more she talks, and it's just like that moment of, oh no.
Is this the moment that you swear in front of your child, and your child looks at you, their eyes get bright, and you know the very next word that they are about to say is going to be trouble? Even Mashruda's obscene stupidity.
The only reason she cares so much, she spoke to them. She spoke to the mushrooms. Listen.
I am one with the mushrooms. I felt what they felt.
Wally's just
Exactly.
like, I'm a bitch slap it. And you're like, I know how that feels.
It's just that moment of like, the moment you stop talking, Bill's like, I'm gonna hit them all!
No!
I love how I've been here for like maybe 10 minutes and I'm already causing chaos. I'm so sorry.
Oh my soul.
gosh.
Jesus Christ.
How strong is Mishrina?
Ah, she's, what, 16 strength?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
really angry. She could totally just throw Bill at her slime. And he would
Just
stick.
put him on the snail. You can't move now. You know what? Not a bad
It
idea.
picks him up by the scarf of his neck, just like son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Go to your corner. Actually, go to the slime.
Go to the slime.
Make friends.
But really, she doesn't want to do anything but stop him from touching the mushrooms. If that just means holding him, she'll do it.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Alright.
What is it just on Bill's face?
Fucking hell. Bill's just like, I don't want. So,
Absolutely not.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so y'all, I assume keep going with Mashruna holding Bill so he doesn't bitch slap someone.
Like by the scarf or some shit. Just holding him. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
At this
Christ.
rate, I propose if we find a clearing of some sort, we need to take a rest just simply to get our resources back up. Because if we're gonna keep seeing all these poisonous mushrooms everywhere, I'd like to at the very least have a few cure-alls ready. Just like looks at the potion spray bottle, and one of my primary nozzles for that's busted right now.
Well,
There
that's not
is-
good. Though I don't know if we'll get a clear spot just by looks of things. And Ellie will just look around and looking at all the like scattered shades of purples and blues and pinks and burgundy and the mossy gravel ground beneath us. It's like we might be able to find a clearing, but it definitely has to be away from the mushrooms.
On that regard, he can
And
agree.
no spiders.
So
I might just stay awake and avoid spiders.
So your travel is probably going to be another 2 hours
What's wrong with
before you hit
spiders?
anything remarkable. Ooh. Ellie. Wally asked, "What's wrong with spiders?"
Oh, did he ask something? It didn't come through.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill looked at you. What's wrong with spiders?
Let's just say after a few times of hide and seek or I got in trouble and I had to run away, just far too many spiders. And if it was like one prime example, whenever I took something of Jackson's, he would put spiders in my boots that I used to wear all the time. Or just would hide spiders here and there, or would scare me and be like, "Oh, there's a spider in your hair," and just freak me out. It's like, "Oh, there's a spider getting your shirt," and I just jump into the river. I do not like spiders at all whatsoever, and the fear increased because of him. So I avoid them.
What?
I do not like just their crawly legs all over my skin. No. Just no thank you.
When they're not trying to attack, they're actually pretty adorable, in my opinion.
Well, I'm glad they're adorable to you. I'm sure if I actually took the time to look at them, I'd actually find it cute. But I see red, and I kill them.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get the time to appreciate the spider at some point.
No.
Start
I don't
with
understand either of you.
Let's just start with the jumping spiders. They're non-venomous.
Oh, jumping
And
spiders
they're-
are adorable.
No.
They're non-venomous, and they're timid. And they can't spin webs.
Yeah, I think I've been presented a jumping spider before. Yeah, Jackson would. No, it was Grumble, actually. He's like, "Oh, hey, Ellie, you want to come see this cute little thing?" It's like, "Sure." And I go over, and it's this tiny little black and green fuzzy little spider the size of like a copper piece. Sure, it was cute. I'm sure it was cute. And Jackson came up behind me and whispered in my ear, and it's like, "Do you want to keep it and touch it?" And I immediately jumped out of my skin because I wasn't expecting him to be behind me, and I smashed it with my pan on spot. So no, I'm good. I don't like spiders. And Ellie's just gonna start walking forward, just ready to smash some things. Just her hand waved, just twirling her fry pan, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop back on my sand.
Just like watches her path. That's just mutter her still. You know, I think she might be better to have a laugh every now and again.
I don't get how either one of you find them cute or horrifying. Jumping spiders are too small to eat, so they're not very good. However, tarantulas have a good crunch.
Ellie
At the end of
shudders
the
at the
day.
thought. It's like, nope.
I said cute,
Bill
not
is
crunchy. I
at the
said
end
cute, not
of the day,
crunchy.
Bill is still a bird.
Oh gosh.
I said cute, not crunchy.
I know. I'm aware.
Ellie just shivers and curls into herself and just keeps walking. Nope, I'm good.
Incredulous.
Yeah, we're wasting
Slips
time.
on some moss on the ground. Just her footing, because she's just blinders on, looking forward, not realizing she slips a little on moss or a random spider off and on just crunches under her feet.
Oh. So you guys.
You said theater of the mind, so.
Yeah. So you guys explore for the next hour or two. Any particular discussions you guys would like to have while you are walking through the darkened depths? Aside from
Well, I can't
spiders.
really discuss very much, so.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I'd probably be checking the vials that I've got on my person, specifically making sure that
Yep.
the one that contains the last of the balanced elements is at least cracking.
Probably with Bill, he'd probably just start telling a story. Just after a while of no one saying anything, just hear Bill. All right, silence is boring. Who wants to hear a story?
Sure, I wouldn't mind a story. And Ellie's going to be examining the dagger as she listens to the story.
I'm just gonna make a heh noise.
Can
I'm
let
listening.
go of Bill's throat. Bill needs to stand on bag.
I was gonna stop to tell the story.
No, he was just gonna perch his bag on your snail and then stand on the bag,
Oh.
so he could. He can't exactly. Bill's very expressive with his storytelling.
The snail looks, well, its weird antenna things kind of twitch in direction of his bag before twitching forwards again as it just keeps its slow movements forwards.
He's just a friend.
It's just meh.
Another one.
Is the
Bill
bag
stands
gonna
on
be
top of-
stuck though?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find out. I'll get it back later. I'll find
Well,
a
at least
way.
it's safe with the snail.
Hey, to be fair, it's very stable
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
So you gonna tell a story? You want
That-
to have that pushed?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
Look. Improvisation is important to D&D, and I will improv an entire story off of nothing but my wits,
Good thing I'm really.
which
bad
should
at
be
improv.
concerning for everyone here because I'm an idiot.
That's so.
I'm just sitting here sweating, just remembering how terrible I am at improv.
Yo, same. Let's go.
Mood.
What I usually do is go off of stories. How I make the story is based on my own experiences. Like the spider one, I've definitely experienced that one word for word.
Don't
Fair
worry,
enough.
my
So,
mother has chewed on a
it's fun.
spider before. They are not very tasty.
I've eaten a scorpion before.
Ugh.
Y'all nasty.
I mean, hey, I've been told if you cook a rat the right way, hey, it's safe to eat that as well.
Yeah.
Guess you can eat anything.
No.
really.
Anyway,
If they're skeleton
Story time.
rats.
Mm. leave my
Well, I
skelly out
can
of
eat those
this.
just fine.
Leave Carl alone.
Oh yeah, Bill, you just see a portion of a skeleton rat on Ellie's shoulder, still desperately trying to nip at her, but it's like a
surprised I haven't tried to eat it
single
yet.
rat leg, vaguely connected with bones to a tiny rat skull that's missing most of its pieces. Just so you're aware.
It's just perched on my shoulder.
It's desperately trying to kill
Cool.
her. It's just failing.
I'll
Yeah,
get to
it's
that
been trying
skeleton
to,
rat
but then-
eventually.
Ellie just giggles off and on at it and pats its little head. It's like, oh, that tickles. It's okay.
Maybe Bill's not the most psychotic person in this party.
Haven't we established that really? I mean, honestly, come on now.
Ellie's been stuck in a forest for like 22 years, 21 years. So, I mean,
Yeah.
why not have a pet? She's never had a pet before. Well, she did at one point, but it didn't live for long.
Fair?
Anyways,
Unless
yes,
Rita has
what's your
two
story?
pets.
As Bill stands upon his bag, he takes his scarf in his hands, holds it out, and starts to dance on top of the bag. There once was a tall, lengthy, and dashing human. He ran around the world looking for answers. However, the answers he found did not come from a place of war or a place of peace. It came from a place of in-between, where camps were set up where people were living,
Uh-oh.
where no one knew what to do. The man challenged each camp he came across, the leaders, their friends, their patrons, upon their morals and hierarchy. However, every time the man came across a failure and a loser to each individual. However, each time his arguments getting stronger and his understanding getting bolder. As he came across an orc encampment, the man confidently strode up to the front gate and knocked 3 times. On the first knock, the orcs screamed for him to run away, to leave, to not bug them as they prepared. On the second, a female voice, raspy and wise, so I have been told, answered the man callously and asked for him to leave once again. However, upon the third and final time they opened the gate, a large woman stood up in front of him, an orc, as he proceeded to ask her to have a battle of morals and ambiguity in front of him. She did, however. He lost once again, leaving for the final time. As he left the lands of in-between where no war, no peace is being seen, he gained himself wisdom beyond his years and understanding the things that he see. Though no one knows it, the man still sits, waiting for its next challenger, hopefully one day to gain victory, as he waits for the people to return to him. As at each time he is lost, he left them a note, a calling card of sorts, to find him one day, so that he may teach them what he learned, so that they may learn the ways that they do not see. As Bill prances around at the top of the bag, as he's continuously dancing in circles now on top of the bag.
I'm gonna be like laying over the head of the snail, just like falling asleep.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Peaceful story.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've often been told true knowledge comes from an open mind. It sounds like that's something that's at the very least working well for him.
Lot you can learn if you take the time to just listen.
Indeed.
As you guys continue on your way, lovely stories being told, you eventually arrive as the mushrooms start to clear out a little bit more in front of you. It starts to get thinner and thinner as you guys are approaching. And up above you, you can actually see not quite what you would call moonlight, but you see some form of light shining down. You're not really sure what it is by your internal depth calculations based on how far you guys have gone down so far. You're probably 300 some feet below even the slum city at the moment. So you're very, very far down, so you have no idea what's making the light above. What you guys see is a rather curious sight. You guys see a massive building in front of you. What almost appears to be similar to a hospital that some of you guys have seen, specifically Oliver has seen a couple of times. There is a massive fog surrounding it. There almost seems to be some form of clouds above you based on the small amount of light which is letting into the area. As you can see, a couple of lights on inside of the building. Seems to be 2 or so stories tall. It's rather large. There's a couple of trees next to the giant piles of mushrooms, and these trees look to be barren, almost as if they've never really ripened. The mushrooms seem to be thriving around. There's gravestones all over near these trees. The ground itself seems to be overturned several times from burial rites. The area around seems gloomy and dark and musty. There's a couple of birds that are flying through the area, although none of them seem quite right, and the raven above is keeping quite a distance from all of them.
I assume the raven above being Mashruna's.
Yeah. He's keeping a wide berth.
You said this was familiar to me somehow?
This kind of structure is familiar to you. It's the same structure that a lot of physicians will use in order to have enough capacity to get all their
Doctor's office. Gotcha.
Yeah, patrons, yeah. It's basically a very old-style hospital. One that you haven't seen quite often, because not a lot of towns are able to have hospitals like this, and those that do, usually they don't have enough patrons to warrant it. So, but you have seen it once or twice.
Well, the person we're looking for really is a doctor. I'd say this is a pretty good location to check.
So you said there were gravestones,
Yes, there are a lot of gravestones.
which means there's graves,
Yep.
Oh no.
which means there's bodies.
That
Probably.
shovel's coming out, isn't it?
So, since she was falling asleep, she's gonna jolt awake, just for whatever reason. Look around the area. First thing she spots are the gravestones. And it's been a hot minute since she's been able to dig up a grave. So I want to dig up a grave.
You just watch this tiny bean jump off of the fucking snail thing, grab her shovel, and start walking with a purpose towards these fucking gravestones.
Oliver is just not even going to be paying attention. He is going straight for that door.
Okay. The door appears to be closed. You see no form of locking mechanism on it. Mashruna, roll me a survival check real quick.
Survival?
God damn. Alright, cool. So, you just fucking start going to town on this shit. You are very, very good at knowing not to injure the mushrooms or injure anywhere that would connect to the mushrooms. You have like an intricate knowledge of where the mushrooms are feeding into each other, and these burial sites, even though they've been upturned a couple of times now, the mushrooms are feeding into them. So you're very careful with how you are digging past them, and while most of the graves are actually completely empty, even though it looks like they've been recently used. You do find a couple of them that do in fact have some bodies on them.
Now, I'm not necessarily looking for the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for what the bodies have on them, so...
Yeah, that was what the survival check was for. You find, in the, let's say, 4 or 5 bodies that you've managed to find with that stupidly high survival check, the 4 or 5 bodies that you managed to dig up, you managed to find 2 platinum, 1 gold, 4 copper, a weird necklace that you're really not sure what does. You can feel some magical energy radiating off of it. It's slightly uncomfortable to hold, but you can't really tell anything past that. Roll me Arcana, actually, because I believe you have that proficient, right? Pocket.
Dog was barking.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, roll me Arcana, because I believe you have that check marked. Alright, you once again. I love how you find all of these magical things. And you just you have, even though you have it fucking proficient, you just do not give half of a shit about any of the magical qualities of this.
Oh, I guess if it's proficient, wait.
I mean,
Is this
unless
a normal roll or advantage?
This
I
is
mean-
normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're planning to discard the rules about material components, I could examine it if I can find a high purity pearl.
I usually discard materials depending on what they are, but I haven't looked into that very much, so we'll come back to that one. We'll come back
How
to
much
that.
money did you say I got?
What was that?
How much money did you say I got?
2 platinum, 1 gold, and 4 copper.
Got you. Alright.
Mhm. Does not seem like whoever has been burying these guys gives a shit about their money or anything on them. So you do find this weird ass necklace, you find the money, and then you also find what looks to be a very small shield. Mostly because the person that you just grave robbed this from was a gnome. It was a gnome in full plate armor, by the way.
So how small we talking
No,
here?
no, paladin.
Dang, I really
Um,
am still in gold mode because the moment you mentioned gnome, the only thought that crossed my mind was, yeah, screw that gnome.
The shield.
The first thing in my mind is like, oh no, it might be someone I know.
Oops.
Yeah, this shield would be big enough to put you behind it. It would be a fucking arm shield to anyone else.
Oh.
This shit is tiny, but you are also tiny. So to you, it's like a tower shield to you.
But to the rest of us, it's a buckler.
Yeah. It's
So
I like how
I'm gonna-
Mashronas is so
wait.
bigger than Bill, so like, does that make it a great shield to Bill?
Yeah. It's
Given he's
it,
that
you.
much
Bill would
smaller
not
than
be
I am.
able to lift this thing.
Okay, Mushroom is like what, 2'3", 2'4"?
Yeah.
Bill's 2'2", so yeah, he's only barely smaller, but he's still smaller.
Yeah, you would not be able to even lift this thing. Mashruna is having slight difficulty, not a lot of difficulty, but slight
strong.
difficulty holding it.
So because I'm holding so much junk,
Yeah.
it's not really junk, but
Oh, roll me Arcana on the shield, by the way.
Arcana.
Mhm.
Let's go. Another terrible roll.
Ah,
I'll tell you, nothing in the
you
double
you
digits
feel
ever.
the slightest shimmer of magic. It does not have even close to the quality of magic that you felt from the sword on your back or the necklace that you're holding.
Well, not like it matters. She's gonna put the necklace on.
Oh
She
my
still has the
god!
sword.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
You know, usually, you're supposed to not put on the stuff from a dead person.
What are you talking about? Where else is she gonna put it? It's a necklace. She's got a
I mean,
bag.
you can put it in your bag. You can put it in
Yeah.
your bag.
Oh my
No.
god.
Great, now she's
No.
gonna be double possessed.
Yeah,
Roll
let's
me
go.
a-
She's gotta put
roll
it
me a
on.
wisdom saving throw.
3 times over possessed. I'm calling it now.
Oh
I
my
mean, to be fair, a
god.
sentient magic item doesn't technically possess its user unless you defy its
My
desires too
god.
much.
Nothing happens.
So she's perfectly fine with this.
You feel a wave wash over you and that just goes away. You barely noticed it.
Said, nope, not even gonna deal with this.
Doesn't know what to do with the shield though.
Uh-huh.
What do I need
Actually,
a
no, I'm
shield
not gonna
for?
say anything.
We need to get a bag of holding or
The
something
shield
at this
could be
point.
useful for your AC, but yeah.
Where she's holding so much stuff. She's got a shovel.
Again, I say we need to find a bag of holding or something
Yeah.
like that.
So where's Ollie? Is he already walking up to the door?
He's walking up to the door, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so she's gonna drag the shovel over to him.
Okay.
Drop it at his feet. Like, you want this?
Dare you too.
She
Yeah,
just
we're
drops
so
the
close to
shovel
you.
at his feet. She drops the shovel at his feet.
Did I say shovel? I
Needs-
meant shield.
Oh, she.
Okay.
It's a fairly nice shield. It's honestly, you're not sure if anything could pierce this shield, is heavily reinforced.
Now I need to actually check what my weapon, what my what my proficiencies are, because I cannot for the life of me remember.
Let's see. You have
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
attributes, simple weapons, firearms, light armor, medium armor, and shields. You could, in
So I can
fact,
use a
wear a
shield.
shield. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Where did you get this? Just picks it up, looking at it.
And she's gonna point back at a grave.
One of these days, I'm going to end up getting cursed.
And as he's asking, she's gonna go ahead and show off her new necklace. that
Even
she's
you
wearing.
can feel the magical energy radiating off of this necklace, even without Arcana check.
Are you sure that's safe?
She's gonna shrug and walk back to the graves.
I'm like, okay. Ciao.
Just like and they're staring. And partial shock as he's just leaving. Just like, and just like snap. Quickly, he just starts writing down in his notebook. Quick, yeah, fine. And hey, Pearl, need to get identify working. Need to make the drought of identification.
Yeah, that was shit that
while
she
she's
has
asleep.
picked up. And then you have no idea, like, she has picked up a sword that has been shining with magical energy, a mug that she devoured that was clearly magical and possibly cursed, a necklace that's so much magical energy even you can feel it, and a shovel.
Yeah.
And the few bodies that are there that I found,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take some of the bones and I'm gonna give it to the snail.
Sid, can you really say you're surprised?
Yeah,
Well,
I
love
see no one
those.
coming.
So the
These
Come
are
on
like strictly just skeleton bones, and
So
no
the
blood is
snail,
on
the
them.
snail
sir.
hadn't actually moved since you went and did the graves. You're not entirely sure that it comprehended the concept of graves until you picked up a body and looked at it, and then it looked at you, it looked at the body, it looked back at you, and it looked back at the body again, and it just started moving slowly towards you. And when it finally reaches you, it just sticks out a tiny tentacle thing and grabs the thing this isn't even a skeleton. It's just a person. This is a semi-recent body. It just puts its hand on like the arm.
Then we gotta skin it. We gotta debone the body.
Yeah, let's not possibly get poisoned, please. Friendly reminder: it is
Whoa.
blood-borne poison. Disease.
That was
Can I
a very
use the sword to
unpleasant
debone
thought.
the body?
Yeah, it just kind of like latches onto the arm and then slowly just like moves its weird goo
No.
across
Nope.
its arm to
Nope.
the elbow
Nope. Nope.
and just
Turning
melts
off my camera for
everything
that.
but the bone before it just slowly moves into its back.
Oh,
You
nice.
can tell this will take a long time.
That's perfectly fine. It's lovely.
She's just watching with her pupils dilated, excited, and just watching the flesh just slowly get dissolved off the bone.
Might take a few bites here and there, you know, just to try it out.
No, please don't. Please don't. No.
It grabs its leg. Chomp, just like chicken, Mom.
It's good shit.
Crushes like a bone from her bag and like seasons it.
Ah, yes. A
Oh
feast.
my god.
Gourmet.
Oh boy.
I mentioned it was a
Anyway,
chef.
yeah, so while you're having fun
You did mention this is theater of the mind.
eating third dinner, I guess. You've eaten so much today. I mean, you guys have walked for a while and fought, so
Exactly.
yeah, you just keep getting more and more hungry. You are working up an appetite. You see your crow kind of land on one of the branches of a tree, and it's just staring at you. And hold on a second, let me.
He's completely just like, yeah, okay, this is normal.
Wow. All right. You hear a voice very clearly in your mind once again say,
Oh no.
"Do you seriously eat like this? Is this just your normal feet. I thought you were some form of civilized creature. Are you seriously my owner? Is this my life now? Why? What did I do to deserve this?
Just gonna stop her a gobbling of gobbling of gonna stop her gobbling of flesh to nod. Yeah. And then keep eating.
I assume, Ellie, that you're not watching Mashruna and her pet snail beast thing devour people.
Yeah, she was watching for a moment and was going to stop Mushrina from chomping on the leg because, well, don't want to be poisoned. But it's already too late.
Don't worry about it.
Like, she was about to, like, Mushrina, and just gave up. And it's like, okay, never mind. I can't, I know I can't stop her. She's dead on focused.
God.
Can I get my bag off the
Hungry.
snail?
So,
What was that, Wally?
Can I get my bag off the snail?
Yeah, you can try.
I want to attempt to wrench my bag because I don't want to watch Mashruna eat this person, but I don't want to leave my bag with her either.
Well, roll me a strength check real quick.
Oh, is it gonna hurt? It better not hurt the snail.
God. You're doing your best. Hi, Brada. You don't really know how. You can't really get a good grip on your bag. You can't really get a good position. You can't really pull. You're already kind of weak. So it's not moving at all. And you could interrupt Mashruna to ask if she could let your bag free.
No. No, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking away. Bill will eat a tarantula because Bill's a bird, but he will not eat a human leg. Thank you very much. He feels uncomfortable with
Hey,
that.
I did eat a spider earlier.
Hey,
Yeah, that was a
she's
good
got
time.
she's just fucking. It's chicken fried rice to her at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a visible. Oh. As he's just. Give me my bag! Come on! Ew.
At one of its weird head things turns to you, looks at you trying to pull off its bag, the bag, and realizes your bag's not bone. You can feel it kind of detach from you before it grabs pretty much the center mass of this person, and you see as it pretty much just kind of gives you its bag, it just moves the body into the same position. So it's just a fucking torso that is slowly liquefying into its goo that it just placed on its back.
Delicious.
I'm gonna have to wash my bag after this.
We're having a feast.
It then completely ignores you. It's just like, dude.
It's like, yeah, here you go. All right, goodbye.
God.
Can we go inside now?
Oliver's just gonna look up from the body.
Oliver's just like already on the doorstep, just waiting for everyone to catch up.
Yeah, Mushroom, you hear in your head, please, just go to the door, please.
With her mouth full of flesh, she will stand up from the grave and grab a good old handful of thick slime on the snail's neck and start guiding it towards the door.
It looks vaguely disappointed as it can only grab 2 of the 4 bodies that.
Oh wait, no, she's gonna go back and grab one more bone and then keep going.
oh gosh.
But it's just kind of lifting the bodies up behind it. It's slowly dissolving the bodies before placing
goes
every
next.
individual bone into its bone pile as it just kind of like
Oh my
comes
gosh,
up to y'all.
sons.
What?
They're
No. I did not want to think of human Capri Suns. Thank you very
That's
much.
delicious.
Excuse me while I go throw up.
Or some bamboo we could use as straws.
Oh. Oh, God.
This is what you get for letting me be a goblin necromancer.
Oh, God. Well, you have plenty of bones to fish around with at the moment. Good lord. A bag of fucking holding for the bones.
For
Jesus
the bones alone, I have like
Christ.
3 bodies.
Oh, God. As you get to the door, the slug, slime, snail thing, yeah, it clearly isn't fitting through that door.
Oh.
The door is maybe 7 feet wide. It's not even close to getting, not with its bone pile, and it's not leaving its bone pile away. So it kind of looks at you and just gently pats your head in what you can only assume is a leave me alone gesture.
So Masaruna's gonna take it back over around the side of the building there, take one of the tendrils of goo, and very disappointingly slaps it onto the side of the building, kind of like a tether. And then, very hesitantly, there we go. It's going to leave her bag of bones right in front of him, so that he just has something to keep him busy, and then goes back to the door.
You're somehow managing to keep this snail right where you want it. I'm impressed.
He's my friend.
It's my friend. It does not care for your existence, but you are shockingly keeping it in your company.
So can you remind me again what the name of the person that we were looking for was?
Rigor. Or Dr.
Gotcha.
Mortis. Yeah. So
So I'm just
mhm.
sorry.
There you go.
I'm just gonna knock on the door and call out, asking if Dr. Mortis is here.
How hard do you knock on those doors? It's a big door.
It's a big door, probably a little bit harder than the average knock, but I'm not like pounding on it.
Okay, cool. So you're knocking on this door, and it resounds throughout the house, or the house, I should say, with air quotes. It's not. We're only referred to as a house, but it's really not. More like a keep. We won't call it keep. As it kind of resounds through the house, you can tell it's made for echoing. As your knocks were not the hardest. And you hear creaking noises from inside the house before the doors are slowly kind of pulled open. There's no one on the other side that you can see, but there is a very large hallway that you guys can see down. There you go. Let me switch
Nice.
the view real quick. Let me.
Spooky.
Well, that's not the most enlightening sights.
Such a nice view, isn't it?
I think it's inviting.
It looks like
Probably
a concrete
smells like blood and flesh. I feel like.
Mmm.
It's a rotting smell. I'm sure it's wafting through the hall to us. And
Yeah.
like something that he used to clean, so probably alcohol is also in the air, mixing in with that blood iron smell.
It smells too
As
clean.
soon as we open the doors.
When you open up, it smells distinctly clean. It has
Oh, I know that
the
sterile smell. Like a
uncomfortable.
hospital?
Yeah, it has the hospital clean kind of smell. It has the this should not be this clean kind of a smell as you guys open up the doors.
Oh, at the very least, that tells me he's been doing his job. I'm pretty darn well in here.
Yeah, it seems that way. Granted, I've never been in a place like this before, so I'm gonna have my weapons ready.
I'm glad to be here and leaving like slime everywhere as I walk.
God.
I prefer her to think of it more like the traditional agreement I tend to have with my patients. Weapons at the door, and you can be treated as if you were a patient.
Well,
It's
I'm
like-
definitely not aiming to be treated like a patient. So,
Whether
I don't want to be. No.
Whether I am or not, it's still a courtesy. He just says as putting the shield and his kitchen knife on the floor,
Aw.
though distinctly keeping his pack of fire pellets, considering that's tools too.
I don't have any weapons. It's fine.
I hold my shovel and my sword closer to me.
Yeah, Ellie does the same thing. She just holds her fry pan and her dagger closer to her, just unsheathed and ready to go.
God. You hear at the very far end of this hallway, and it reverberates the area. As you guys heard from Oliver's knocking, this area is very echoey and reverberation is very high here. As you hear banging noises coming from the other end of the hallway, it sounds as if somebody is slamming metal upon metal. There's also small amounts of cackling, too, that seeming to go through the entire area.
Huh. I wonder if he's got a bit of a sectionist yet. That's not the best. That's a sign. And he just mutters as he picks up the dagger, puts it back in his pocket.
See? Looks like you distrust the place too, Ollie.
Okay, hey, look, it doesn't exactly seem as friendly a place is anymore.
I could have told you that from the get-go. So do you want to take a lead or not?
Fine.
You are a doctor.
Fine, he just says as he just starts walking down the hallway
God.
towards the sound.
As you guys get to the end of the hallway, you see this room. As you guys walk in. As you guys walk through the rather large doors that you guys are angled. Now I should probably describe this. It is a weirdly clean room. It's almost like a waiting room to a hospital as you guys walk in. And it is weirdly clean. There's two large doors in front of you. Particularly stone made. Huh?
Is that my mushroom man?
Your mushroom man. You can have your mushroom man follow you if you
I
want.
want to have a mushroom.
All right, sure. All right. Anyways, yeah. The doors are made of stone with some iron seeming to be inside of like bars on them. You can see the area around you is made out of very nicely polished stone. And you do hear the cackling from beyond the doors directly in front of you.
Is there any boss music that starts up as we enter?
Nope.
Okay.
Aside from the cackling, is incredibly quiet. Uncomfortably quiet, you would say.
I want to bang on the door with a shovel.
Okay.
Can I do that? Like,
Well,
As you bang upon the door, which, oh boy, that is loud.
that
You
is
hear old voice, call out, to you.
being checked.
Come on in.
easy!
Hello?
Are we interrupting something?
Nah, I'm finishing up here. Get on in. Close the door when you get in.
I'll go in first, I suppose.
Alright.
I'm
Lee
immediately
follows
stealthing.
directly
What's the
behind.
point in stealthing? He already knows we're here.
He knows you're here. He doesn't know how many are here.
Fair.
And all we heard was cackling the entire time. I'm gonna err on the side of
I mean,
caution
yeah.
for once.
Metal on metal and cackling.
Now,
Yeah,
I
not
do
a
have
good
a
combo.
token for this guy, but... Oh, here it is. So, how big are you? Nope, that's not what I want. Ah, here it is. So, Pocket, you'll probably like this guy, but there you are.
I'll probably
So-
like this guy, so jeez.
Oh,
Have you seen his Yeah.
So when you walk in, you see this this much older gentleman. He looks like he's about probably 50s or so. Completely white hair. He has wrinkles on his face, a small little beard starting to form. He's wearing a red vest with a white shirt underneath and a swimming collar. He has a pistol slung along his belt, as well as various doctor equipment slung on the same belt, and some brown trousers. And he like turns to look at you guys as he's rolling up his sleeves, and he smiles at you. Ah, I see. I'm surprised you've managed to come
Oh,
all
no.
this way down. Not many do.
I take it you're Dr. Morg?
I am Dr. Rigor Mortis. Good to meet you. And who might you folks be?
We're just a couple old residents from the surface. Heard we that you might have some sort of details to assist with the infection up above?
Which one?
I guess it doesn't technically have an official name. I've mostly just been calling it blast veins. That name should probably be enough indication as to what it exactly is.
Ah, the blue one?
Yep.
I have some knowledge on it. You could say that I am the pristine knowledgeable person on this environment. It's been so long since I've talked to people. How do you word? He seems to like be moving his mouth weird. It's like the taste of common is weird in his mouth.
I
It's been
take
a
it,
while.
hey, I take it you tend to socialize more with some of the sentient mushrooms. I think I saw one on the way down here.
Generally speaking, yeah. Although, oftentimes the people I interact with are the ones that are dying on my table. He gestures to his table, which there is currently someone who looks to be 70% mushroom.
Can I walk over to that table?
You're more than welcome to. It looks like he got infected by a mushroom, the mushroom spread over his body, and then it suffocated and killed him.
How tall is the table?
Nice friend. This is one of the poor, unfortunate souls that has managed to not understand that you should not touch the mushrooms.
Yeah, kind of already figured that one out the hard way. Just like holds up the slightly withered arm from the necrotic energies. He's from the previous purple mushrooms.
Well, that should
Alright.
cure up in about a day or so of you sleeping, so you should be good. But,
Thank gosh for that.
more knowledge on this? Well, how do I know that you two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are not here simply to be raiders or some other uncouth, uncivilized sons of bitches?
Do you remember, Sin, that Bill immediately stealthed?
Oh, right, you
once
stealth.
the
So,
shortness
yeah,
started?
4. 1, 2,
I'm just
3,
go-
4.
I'm just going to give him a
Uncouth
slightly I'm just going to give him a slightly cross-eyed look before stepping up to him, and then just holding out my scroll case with the notes on the infection towards him.
Ah. Are you a doctor too?
You could say that.
Interesting. Well then, my good sir, you must realize how important a doctor's tools is, just as important as his hands or tongue may be.
Do you need a set of alchemist supplies or an herbalism kit? I can supply
No,
both.
I need my tool. You see, a few weeks ago, there was this, disturbed fellow, shall we say. He managed to steal some of my trinkets, including a mug. But more importantly, he went deeper into the hellish wasteland outside, and I never saw him again. However, I do know that he placed my goddamn scythe further in just to spite me.
A
Piss
scythe?
me off. Yes, I use a scythe. It's,
Is it?
well,
is it
it's
for-
more sickle, I suppose. One of those tiny scythes, you know? It just looks like a full-size scythe.
Just have my way haste to where my own sickle is.
Yeah, like one of those. But it's a very special sickle. It's a magical one. You see, I use it when I'm doing, he gestures to the body in front of the table, dissections. It's very useful in its tool.
Oh, that's morbid. I usually hear folks using scalpels for that.
Oh, trust me. Scalpel would not be able to do the kind of things that I do with my sickle.
Just like
Anyway,
looks down at the curved blade on the sickle. She's like, "How on earth do you effectively run a surgery with this thing?" You know,
with great training.
I think I'll just stick with. I think I'll just stick with the scalpel all of the time comes. But that's beside the point. So you need these tools to work on your own tasks, then?
Yes. More importantly, I need these tools in order to be able to, let's say, play around with this infection. So I'll need you to go get my sickle if you're so inclined as to wish for more information upon this. Tell me it's a test to prove your worthiness. I need my item, you need information. I have one, I don't have the other. And you seem more than perfectly capable, gentlemen. And he turns to Ellie, and gentle lady, and whoever she is. Why?
I'm just
why
on
is
the
she
table
my
poking at the body.
Let's just say, hey, she's the one that likes to get more down and gritty.
Ah,
Just gonna look up and smile at him with
right.
that one
He's-
big old tooth.
And Ellie will just kind of awkwardly get closer. Still very unsure. No. To say the least, this goblin is well attuned with mushrooms. She loves them a lot. Yeah.
Well, there are plenty around, and if she is good with mushrooms, then it should be a breeze to collect my item. It's currently in the den of my kids. I would go in there personally, but they haven't quite liked me, considering I've killed many of them.
Is it particularly far from here?
No, it's only like a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile. It's quite a bit of ways from my wonderful place of residence. Again, I would go in there personally, but I don't think they want a mass genocide on their hands. And I don't particularly want to do that because they are very good for taking care of my trash. He looks at the body on the table.
Oh, that's morbid.
Hey, they want mushroom things? I get mushroom things all the time. Circle of life and death.
I start nibbling on the dead guy's hand.
Also, circle of something. Is she supposed to be in here? I don't really have use for this guy anymore, so she wants to, be my guest. I was going to feed him to my kids, but, yeah, well.
She hears that, jumps off the table, and then drags the guy with her by his feet.
Before she runs off, as Ellie looks to the doctor and looks at Mashrina and back to him, is before she goes, is he infected in any way other than the mushrooms?
With the blue one? No. Those guys are all inside the room over there. He gestures behind him to what looks to be a sink. And what might possibly be a door? You're not really sure what this is back here. It might be a door. It might be just a bunch of things stacked along. It's really hard to see. And by hard to see, I don't mean it's dark. I mean your eyes literally cannot focus on it.
Right. Fair enough.
I would not infect random people that come down here. What do you think I am? An idiot? His entire tone shifts at that, before immediately moves back to more happy and cheerful as he has been. Don't worry, I am Dr. Rigor Mortis. My job is to figure out what went wrong with people, and then never let it happen again. Well, assuming they listen. They often don't.
Well, guess as the old saying goes, can't really help the patient if they're not willing to accept your assistance.
Exactly. You can take out an infection from someone, but if they decide to eat it, it's their fault.
Actually, it's more along the lines of it is literally illegal for me to treat them if they do not want my assistance.
Oh, you think about morals? Ah.
I just think about avoiding jail time.
Oh. Why would you think about that?
Because at the end of the day, if they're gonna do the dumb thing and they don't want a cure, chances are they're going to find a way to get infected again really darn quickly. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to still undergo the penalty for trying to help them when they didn't want it.
Ah. If they think their jail cell can contain Dr. Rigor Mortis, honestly, I feel sorry for them.
You can do your thing. It's not like anything I can think of doing up there is going to change the effectiveness of anything down here. Besides, down here, I suppose, since you're outside of town, the rules aren't exactly enforced in the same way, as much as I hate saying that.
Exactly. Raiders and bandits of all kinds come down here, and oftentimes they don't return back home.
Something tells me I should get started on your task before you find the need to do something else.
Well, my dear lad, and he turns to Ellie and Mushruna, ladies, I'm sure you can do it. If you can't, well, no skin off my back. I'll just send whoever else comes by here to fetch it for you. Or I'll commit genocide, whichever one is easier at the time.
Skin off your back, you say?
Yeah, I think I'll just leave you to get back to your work. He just has two fingers to his face as he just starts heading towards the door.
Smart plan. I'll go play with some bodies. He slides over his table that's right in front of him. Like, he does a dramatic rolling slide over it and just kind of walks. And he does it with such pristine grace and movement. He doesn't even slow down after he slides over, hits the ground, and keeps walking just like he didn't fucking slide at all. Bodies. Such fun times to play with.
I'm just gonna step on out the door, and I'm gonna wait here for everyone to catch up.
Remember the name, Dr. Rigor Mortis, the friendly physician for all of your needs. And I'm good for funeral services, as he walks through the door that he didn't open.
As in, he just phases through the door as if it wasn't even there.
Kind of, yeah. You still cannot focus on the door. It is physically hurting your brain to look at that segment of the area.
Good thing I don't care, and I'm gonna drag this body to the door to take it outside.
Nice. Well, that is going...
Ellie's just gonna try to focus on the door for a moment.
Roll me wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah. Because clearly something's off and she feels off.
Bill had so much no even before this started.
Roll me a 1d4.
Okay. Nope, that's the wrong one.
You take 2 psychic damage. As you are desperately trying to focus on this door, you can feel blood start to leak out of your nose as your head is absolutely pounding.
Yeah, while she's doing this, Masura's gonna peek back into the room to make sure you coming?
I'm coming, and Ellie will go to Mashrina and wipe her nose. It's like, really? Again? I haven't had a bloody nose in years.
Oh. I'm probably gonna... Oh, sorry.
No,
Just
you're
when she arrives and the door is closed, I'd probably say something along the lines of, oh. I think I might need to run another couple tests to verify, but I think we just witnessed our first vivisectionist.
Oh, what now?
Alchemist has basically gone crazy.
Yeah?
And that there is why I don't run crazy experiments.
Alright, well, that is going to be the end of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. You guys were on a hunt for a magical sickle that he kept referring to as scythe. That wasn't my fault, by the way. That was him actually messing up and saying scythe instead of sickle. That's important. And so you guys are now on a quest to go find a magical sickle for this absolutely batshit crazy man who has a segment of his area apparently filled with blue bodies that you guys can't even look at without getting yourself a bloody nose.
Neat.
That's about right.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Next episode, we're probably going to see whether or not Mashruna can keep her snail friend, or if it's eventually going to make her way its way away from Mashruna. If you guys are interested in seeing that, feel free to come by in 2 weeks on Friday at 7 to 10 p.m. PST, as we're going to be playing more of this. If you guys check out next week on Friday, we're going to be playing some more Half-Full Boyfriend. We also got Jump Chain on Mondays at 7 to 9, and we also stream on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I think that's it. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Yes?
Actually, we'll see about shifting in about 2 weeks, but do keep track of the events on our Discord.
Yeah, go check
Friendly
out
reminder,
Discord.
you have a concert in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right, I do.
So, we'll
So
play it
when-
by ear when the next Shifting Fates event is, but we will let you guys know in our Discord channel.
And this is
Or
why
during
she's
the next
here. Because I'm never
Our
going to
stream
remember
days,
this shit.
again, is Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So each of those stream days, we will let you know what's going on next.
Yeah. Bye-bye, folks. Bye.
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 Bye!